I paused my game to be here, t-shirt.
Snowflakes deserve to be fat.
Exactly.
Snowflakes do deserve to be fat. Hi, that was what I came back in.
Cool. Cool. I'm so glad.
Before
Don't
anything,
ask for the context. You don't need it.
No.
Square, thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of new update for Payday 3 that you haven't played yet to watch our finale of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies instead. That actually means a lot to me, and thank you very much for the 91 months backing it of subscription. Getting up on 100 there. Oh god.
That's almost a year.
Almost. We're almost there. We're so close.
How many? Okay, you keep saying almost. How many months are in a year?
At least 100.
Oh, well, yeah.
At least. So you don't know.
Math is impossible to do. Grok doesn't know it yet. Hey y'all. We started streaming this game 1 week from now a year ago. December 9th, 2024 is when we started streaming this game, and we have successfully done it in under 1 year.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Good progress.
Yep.
Because we've been doing this for 7 years.
Yep.
We have been... The first time we streamed Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney was 7 years ago. It was September. Was that 18 or 19? I think 18.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
And that was with taking the whole Biden administration off too. So like it wasn't quite even among all that time. But
we did take off Biden's entire administration.
Yeah, we were busy.
Yeah, there was just some Resident Evil bullshit in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of Resi bullshit. I think we did a couple other things, but we still have one more of these games after this. We still have 2 great Ace Attorney games, and we still have Edgeworth Investigation. And then even after that, we got Ghost Trick if we really want to do something else from these people. But we've got so much more of the Ace Attorney train to go on. But today, we're getting off on the Apollo stop. Apollo gets to be plot relevant one last time.
Good for our boy.
I've heard that he is like one of the most important characters in Spirit of Justice.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
thank God. Good.
In fact, I heard from a friend of mine who does not care for Apollo that much that Spirit of Justice made them care about Apollo.
Wow, damn. Let me get the camera set up.
I don't understand how that's possible. How could you possibly not like my boy?
Well, clearly it's not that they didn't like Apollo, it's that they were just in waiting to like Apollo.
Yeah, that's correct. Everyone who does not like Apollo is just waiting for the correct time.
Exactly, yeah. He's like Jesus. He comes to you when you need him most.
He'll be there. If only there was another god we could compare Apollo to. Like something steadfast that always shows up every day. If only.
Yeah.
Anyways. You can put on a necklace. You're right, he's like Zeus. Man, if Zeus had control over the sun, whew.
God, I really hope he's not like Zeus, considering how close he is with Trucy.
That's a good point, that's a good point, that's a good point. Apollo, did you fuck Rifle? Did you fuck Rifle? Did you turn yourself into a penguin so you could fuck Rifle, Apollo?
Excuse you,
No,
Rifle fucked Apollo.
Turning himself into the animal seems more a Loki thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Zeus did that. He turned himself into
I
a
know
swan.
I know Zeus does that. If I can't spend time as a swan, then what's the point of even being a god? I'm aware. What I'm saying, though, is that seems... Getting fucked by a penguin does seem like more of a Loki maneuver.
It does. There's something a little bit quirky about it.
Hey, Dr. Decapitation, no worries. The VOD will still be there for you. It'll be on the channel, and we actually have the chat log this time, thankfully. It's a shame it wasn't there before, but say love you. I'm just glad you're here for support at all. Thank you so much. Volpix, you remember watching the original trilogy streams during labs in a high school. Oh, wow. Did you blow anything up because you were too busy listening to our blood snatching bullshit? Like, did you pull an Austin stepbrother and deploy mustard gas in the entire...
I was going to say, thank you. He did not he did not explode anything. He poisoned all of us.
Just committed a war crime. It's different.
He was
In his defense,
he was literally following orders.
yes. In his defense, if I haven't told the story on stream.
Okay, yeah, we have to tell the story before. Austin, you gotta get closer to your mic, though.
Okay. If I haven't told the story on stream, this was how I met Devin, for the record. He knew his chemicals. He knew the shit that was put on the table at our chemistry lab in college. And he said, hey, man, Teach, this is the wrong shit. You absolutely put the wrong shit out. This is going to make some terrible, noxious fumes. It might literally kill us. And the teacher said, no, I couldn't have made a mistake. Just mix the shit. And he said, okay.
Seems like
Looked
a
me
high
dead in the
stakes
face.
and time to double down, but okay.
Yeah.
Looked me dead in the face. Because I was his lab partner. He looked me dead in the face and said, hey, buddy, hold your breath. Poured the chemicals in, and I'll just, for comedic effect, smash cut to all of us outside of the building as they are fumigating it.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding. Because that was...
They evacuated the wing.
That was like nerve gas that was being made. That was fucking mustard gas.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I don't think it was literally mustard gas, but he did make some form of, like, very dangerous chemical agent.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's a chemist now, yes?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, he's a fucking
yep.
chemist.
Yes!
He works in the pharmaceutical industry, making drugs. He knew what he was talking about, and the teacher said, nah.
I actually heard he got a job working at an aquarium as the veterinarian there. Like, it was pretty good. But yeah, Devin's a real one. He was here for Friendsgiving just a couple days ago. That was fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
now with
Pleasantry.
Pleasantry.
That's my brother. That's how I met. That's how I met the man I refer to as my brother. Is he nearly poisoned me to death, and the only reason I'm still alive is because he told me and me alone to hold my breath.
God
I'm
bless.
sure Apollo and
Clay.
And Clay.
Clay, thank you. I was gonna call him Tourniquet, and I'm like, that's
Tourniquet.
I do need to give
me
a
and my
slight
best
heads
friend
up.
Tourniquet.
My bronchitis got much worse since yesterday. This is
Oh,
what
no!
I sound like
Oh,
after
good.
medicine.
So Yuri Cosmos is back on the.
Yeah, oh, he's back in full force, baby. But if I'm a little extra stupid, it's like room spinny. So not to the point where I was like, I'll call it off because if it's at that point, then I need
Yeah,
antibiotics. Sorry. It'll just be. I
Please.
can read just fine. It'll be words.
I am content with us if it comes down to it doing a finale part 2. If
Yeah,
we
I
have
think
to.
it'll be fine. I've got tea. I've got a giant knockoff Stanley cup full of liquid IV. I
Oh,
took
hell
Dayquil
yeah.
a few minutes ago. I'll probably be fine.
We'll see how this goes.
Take
This
Dayquil and
is a-
NyQuil interchangingly every hour until one of them works. That's the strat.
Exactly. Well, I don't have walk-in care in my city anymore, so that's
Oh,
gotta be the
shit.
strat until my doctor has an opening.
It's alright. I got the
It's
blaze.
great to be American.
I got the blue blazer on. I've got the save file loaded. It's only been 11 minutes, but also that's good. We should talk. We should talk first. Actually, on that note, Square. Your main issue with Apollo and Spirit of Justice is they tie him to events similarly to how they tie him to the Space Center in the game. I really dislike the setting and overly bloated stakes of Spirit of Justice. I know nothing about Spirit of Justice, but that is the one thing I have heard about it, is that the stakes feel way higher, and I have heard at least one person complain that it feels like it's almost comical how high the stakes are.
It's me. I never finished the game. Cards on the table.
Neither did Square.
I never finished the game. I really hate what I played of Spirit of Justice, which isn't a ton. I think I made it like... I liked the second case, if I recall correctly. I played the first one and really didn't like it, didn't like the setting. Played the second case and thought it was alright, and then I dropped off in the third case.
Well, we will finally have a chance to go through all of it and see how we feel after
Peace,
this.
love, and understanding. The names
Oh.
go from funny,
Right.
comedic names to, hey, you're doing this about, like, a nation in the Middle East, so now it's actually pretty fucking racist, actually.
That's right. That's right. Yep, the names get worse.
Believe in me.
Believe in me.
I'll be your guide.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it gets... I think it's pretty fucking racist, actually.
It's almost my birthday.
He's so close.
Racism?
That's true in real life and in the game.
Racism is close to your birthday? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's the 25th, baby. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Racism Day is on the 25th. 26th is Marina's birthday.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
That is a fair point. I hadn't considered.
I did a little research.
You're very right, Volpex. From everything I've heard, yeah.
I looked into those special cyclocks you mentioned, Mr. Nick.
I have to admit, I spent a long time learning about cultural hairstyles of the world before changing the search query from black locks. But now, I now understand that one time that I wore my hair that way was wrong. I am woke now, Phoenix. Pearls, can you tell us about the case? We're all woke here. We signed the paper. We did the certificate. We have the woke certificate somewhere there. We're fine. We did it. We passed the DEI test or whatever.
Excuse you. The Wright Anything Agency is not woke because Apollo and Athena are both gone.
You're right. They were the people who were keeping us woke. Oh no.
Yeah, they are anti-DEI, pro-woke. Which is the same joke that Sheri and I had when playing Pirate Yakuza.
Yeah, it's that we are very pro-woke here, but we absolutely do not believe in DEI. Oh no, we love what you're...
big gay boat, but...
We love what you're doing, but we can't have you just for the diversity. You also have to be a little freak.
Well, it's anti-DEI for the same reason that it's like, no, we do discriminate if you're straight. We do discriminate if you're straight here. Apollo faces discrimination on a daily basis. That's why he left.
He gets a pass for being trans, but he is still straight.
Straight into that toilet. Okay.
No!
Oh, you did? Oh, that's great. I really appreciate it.
Red Cyclock protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. If the person folds under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out.
Yep, that's exactly how I got the truth out of Detective Fulbright and Director Cosmos.
The Black Cyclock protects a secret from the deepest places in a person's heart. A secret that the person isn't even consciously aware of.
So even they don't know it's there.
Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose.
She's in a fug state. No, that's not how it... No, I looked it up. Fug state. It's a fug state she's in.
Fug state. She's fugly.
Phoenix, she's so fugly. You have to tell her.
For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
Okay, so all I have to do is break that trauma. Got it.
According to my research...
She's in a thug state.
A black cyclock is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. Did you ever see Hunter x Hunter? Kurapika does that.
That's right.
If they're ripped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul.
Pearl, stop referencing...
Do you think Athena will see the light of heaven? Because she won't if you do this.
Athena...
I like the idea that Pearl has, like, the only media she knows is, like, Steel Samurai and shonen anime.
Yes.
Because that's what Maya was always playing, because it's the only thing Maya watched.
Yes!
Like, Pearl doesn't care about those things. But
She's
shonen anime that stopped, like, a decade ago.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't want the new shonen, because those people can betray you. Those people can get canceled. You gotta get the old shit. We already know they're all freaks.
Stuff is way too close to home for them. It's like,
oh, good point.
It's all fighting ghosts and demons. Like, it's too close to home. No. We want that old-fashioned stuff where it's just men punching other men. Good old-fashioned.
The good old-fashioned Japan media.
Good old-fashioned men fisting. The way God intended. It's really uncomfortable that I still sound like a 6-year-old.
I always like the headcanon that you break Kristoff's black locks in the middle of court, which is why his breakdown completely shatters him. I like that a lot, actually.
I like that theory, too.
That's cool. It's so crazy that you don't get tutorializing for Cyclops until the last case, besides the DLC. I guess they wanted to...
It's because only Phoenix does it.
And they wanted to
true.
break away from that being the gameplay mechanic. They wanted to... Like I think, yeah, they were saving it for it to be a big deal here. In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good. Gulp. Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden.
I don't think the bailiff will allow that, but okie dokie. So do you have a woman to help you, Mr. Nick?
Oh, I have the ultimate woman on the prosecution bench.
And he's gonna be right by my side. Oh,
Don't
right.
make
Prosecutor
jokes.
Don't worry. Edgeworth, baby. In front of me is like at my side, but in front. I have to be able to give all this trial all my focus and strength.
You can't do that if I'm there. I'll just hold
Oh,
you
no.
back.
No, no.
I understand.
No, that's not it. I just mean, I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena and not next to me. Not what I mean. No, Pearls, what I'm saying is that when you showed up, I wished it was my... Nope, that's not what I mean. Hold on.
Pearl, remember the suitcase?
I get that a lot.
It's like that. Remember how you had to be in a separate suitcase when Edgeworth pushed us around suitcases yesterday? It's like that.
It's like that, Pearls. Don't you understand? Pearls, it's not you. It's everything about you. Hang on, that's wrong.
Hang on, that's worse.
You're the only one who can do it, Pearls.
Alright. I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick.
Onion, you literally missed 10 minutes of us, like, shooting the shit and shit posting. Although you did miss
Tell the
us...
story.
Well, I mean, yes. Also the story about your brother, mustard gassing an entire,
Yes.
classroom.
And that being how we met. Thus
awesome.
continuing the trend of all of my best friends having nearly killed me at some point in their lives.
Yes!
Remind me to tell you guys sometime about the near decapitation I survived. That was fun.
Yeah, I'd like to do that another time when we aren't gonna be rushing through this.
Yes.
But I did want to say to Onion, one thing you did miss was us reminiscing about how we've been doing this for 7 goddamn years. We've been doing a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games for 7 years now. Good. Now that my mind is at ease, I'd better get ready.
Full bong in the courtroom.
I was hoping I could fucking make it sound good.
Just a full bong. God, this is the right way.
My name's Phoenix. I'm fine. Oh my god, Phoenix, stop doing this to yourself. Let me just get rid of
Talking
half...
about the bong. It's like, I'll just take out what I don't need anymore.
Oh yeah,
Moves
he
the bong.
converted his filing cabinet into a giant bong, which is why he has to use the evidence trash can. Alright. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago. There's multiple bad endings for this trial, I've heard, Vulpix.
Yes, I believe there's 3 different bad endings.
That's wild.
December
Hopefully
20th.
We don't get one.
District Courtroom numero 4. The
So
one
is
that
there's
was...
gonna be
Yeah, I want to see.
like some camping
what was blown
chairs.
up.
Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery.
Are they just squatting?
Oh, I
Like,
see. Yeah, there are people squatting here. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. I hear you, Vulpix. Ooh, this is so cool!
The box remains. If there's one thing that's gonna happen, it's not gonna be a shorty at the stand.
Gotta have him standing up to the mic that isn't there. The court, or some facsimile thereof, is now in session with the trial of Athena Sykes.
Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper official trial. take this more seriously, or you'll start hearing the bone snapping of the hostages snapping.
Please don't bone snapping the hostage snap. I'm not Okay. Please do not upset Ms. Blackwell. I'm begging you. Court is now in session for the very serious and very proper trial of Athena Sykes.
This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce.
That's the look of a man going, hey, Phoenix, how confident are you in still having kids? Like, I'm saying our life could be so much simpler if Trucy wasn't there,
You can
Phoenix.
have the girl, or you can have me. Pick wisely.
God.
To be clear, I'm okay being an auntie. I will not be a father. I can bring her Christmas presents. She's what, 9? What? Oh, 15? They like...
Edgeworth, how could you possibly forget her age? She's 16 years old, Edgeworth.
What did you say?
Edgeworth, did you not hear what I just said to his honor?
However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident, in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law.
I see what you are after. If we can find the real truth behind that case today.
Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled, and glory shall be restored to the court system. There were no issues with the court system before that. None at all.
You know what? I'm starting to think we should lower to... I was perfect, and we could do it in 2 days. 3 days is too much, honestly. That's the problem. God. I love... Like, I'm not being facetious about this. I genuinely love fighting for the sanctity of the court in a broken court. Like, we are desperately trying to fight to repair broken pieces of a system crumbling around us. Really love that.
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
When you're making a visual novel meant for a small screen, you actually do want to use text. Just text.
No, I understand.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, you shout... Oh, I'm sorry, hang on. I didn't have something in my throat, that's better. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as though you know something of this truth.
So
I don't need your personal details, Your Honor.
Wait, sorry, hang on.
I do indeed.
Hang on, Marina, did you say a pebble? Is it there? It's like...
Single pebble rattling around in there.
Like singers with chewing gum. Like, I've always got it on stage. Anyways, now it is Edgeworth.
I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else.
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I'm sorry, Wright, but the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must.
I'd rather it be you than literally anyone else right now.
The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the count of murder in the first degree.
Ooh.
Who are these people? No
Regardless
offense.
the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
Did you pick up an accent overseas?
Then you'd better bring it. If the two of you are ready.
Is the judge also British?
Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready. The prosecution is also ready.
You got your attorney's badge back yesterday.
Are you two gonna flirt the whole time? There's immense tension between us. Oh, it's like we're picking up right where we left off.
It is my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of false accusations and end this insanity.
But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. She's a very promising young liar. And I know without a doubt Athena's innocent. But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So, do you have any clue who's responsible for the sabotage? Spy. I remembered the important bits. The true culprit's a spy. It's gonna be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself. Maybe I tell them about my time overseas working as a... Nah, that might backfire. I don't have a choice if I want to save Athena Blackwell and expose the spy. Let it be known, this attorney most certainly is not Ace. Now then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No need for the Chief Prosecutor bit, Your Honor.
Were you briefly British? Hang on. What, you sound like yourself again. What was going on there?
I thought it would be funny.
Oh, okay, it was.
I am here as a simple prosecutor.
Sometimes I do a Canadian accent, and oh, that pisses my brother off. God rest his soul.
Wait, he's dead?
Yep, I can see him now. Looking down for... Yes?
Lost him in the Tariff Wars.
Look at... He's looking up at me now.
Yeah, I thought this giant hole in the ceiling of the courtroom would make it easier for him to look down, but I'm realizing that actually the hole in the floor is much more useful in that regard. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although, I have been known, as of late, to give an impressive opening statement myself.
In all the trials I have ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement.
Got so many jokes while he's on Prozac. I love that.
This really is medicated Edgeworth. It's so funny. Like, oh god, Edgeworth is himself, like, all the time now. Edgeworth without the self-doubt. Of course!
We've got a courtroom with Adderall and Prozac. We are set to go if it weren't for everything else happening in this scenario.
Yeah, if she finds out, if Aura finds out, she's gonna have this entire place bombed. She's like, you're all medicated? How dare you?
I'm clearly not, and I'm fine.
Look how fine I am. Kill 2 of the hostages. Of course.
I learned that from my new little friend. I'm fine.
I'm fine. My name's Aura, and I'm fine. Of course. You're right. I was just joking. Just having a little laugh, a little fun, a little bit. I was doing a little bit. So he wasn't doing them just out of fear. Interesting. Do you actually believe that, Phoenix?
Let's start with a brief overview of the UR1 incident.
Alright, lock in. Here we go.
The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago, on October 7th.
10-7.
The victim, psychologist Meta Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor.
Just checking to make sure it's absolutely consistent. Yeah, the robotics lab is right above the lounge here. Yep. It's not showing on this map, but, yeah. Athena's mother.
Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were 2 deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. 1. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder. And 2. This photo, which captured the moment of the crime.
Very incriminating evidence indeed. It would appear that the only conclusion is that Prosecutor Blackwell Are you
kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of this kind. This opening statement is over. Now hurry up and call the witness.
Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedures for these things, you know.
Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is the trial's sponsor, after all.
Oh god, don't give them ideas.
Edgeworth had to suppress the catty urge to say, "No, I was done anyways. No, it's fine. I was done anyways." Like, no, it's fine. It's the Phoenix's daughter or whatever. I don't care that much, but.
Besides, the courtroom is chilly, and sitting for too long can't be good for your back.
Oh, you are very kind to show such concern for the welfare of the elderly. Skilled as ever as playing the court puppeteer, I see.
The prosecution calls its first witness.
It's a good point that he took off his glasses. I didn't even notice that.
Well, they're not prescription, they get in the way.
A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years.
New testimony? And just who is this witness anyways? I mean...
Aww.
Bobby... Okay, hang on, let me close the window. Let me save my neighbors. Bobby Fulbright's the name, and justice, we trust us. What the fuck are you doing here? I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Ms. Aura Blackwell. Am I peeking my mic a little bit, chat? Let me know if I am. I want this to be enjoyable and listenable, not deafening. She says she's too busy, what with confining and threatening the hostages and all. That doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Klonko.
I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you.
Believing her brother innocent, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory.
I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation she conducted, and I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Oh boy, here I go!
Here I go, killing again!
I want to check one thing before we get into this. That note that he had. Okay, no, we discarded evidence. It might just be a reused item asset, but it looked really similar to another piece of evidence we had. I was just wondering if, like, the stationery of, like, where that's from is important at all.
Oh, I see.
Because that's been important in, at least, I think, one game in the past, the art trial of where did this paper come from. Simon isn't the murderer. He was trying to cover for someone. Someone else was at the scene at the time they say Simon committed the murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside. That's why. And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. An aura theory, it totally goes in the face of the whole official ruling. After the case she mentions, there was some other rolling cases like that one in the lab. But they're not for traveling. They're apparently for moving parts and equipment. I vaguely remember
like,
seeing...
Oh, that's what kept stabbing me.
Yeah,
when I was getting off inside the suitcase as
it was optional dialogue where you're saying like those would be fun to like get in and push me, but I do love Phoenix like completely spacing the part where a little girl next to him was like, "Hey, can we have a bonding moment?" And Phoenix like, "Yeah, suitcases." God. At the last trial, they thought the prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock. And they had a perfectly good reason to think that, too. You see, there's a security camera in the corridor that leads to the robotics lab. And that camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case. Okay, interesting.
This is interesting because everything that my brain wants to say when it pops up, I have to go, it's not a real trial. Like, anytime I'm like, is the implication that he was an accessory to murder, in which case... would that hold any legal water to try
Like,
Athena.
all jokes aside,
because
like,
she
how
was
is
a
that?
child and he was an adult.
Oh,
So,
this
legally-
fucking blows. I genuinely dislike this. Look at the preview image. It's completely different, like, from the actual image.
Is
Like,
it?
the positioning of everything is all different. Like, you can see his hand. It's not, like, everything is, like, in a slightly different place than the final image here.
Wow,
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that
does
blows.
suck.
Little details like that are important. That's the shit where, like, noticing something like that was what cracked the previous case.
Fascinating.
So there's the ladder down. Okay, yeah. Was just checking. I can see why that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick end. It's very convincing, that's for sure. Why would he do all of this
Yeah.
on cam? He wasn't trying to
Well,
get
and
away with
also,
anything necessarily, but
in general as well, because it doesn't seem like he was ever trying to frame Athena. But
Yeah.
we're coming at this from the assumption that both he and Athena are innocent based off of what
Exactly.
we know. It's possible that
Okay.
Athena did do it, but also seems... I guess unless he really doesn't want her to be seen on camera, that's the only reason I could think he would shove her in a suitcase.
We are assuming, because Phoenix is assuming, that Athena is 100% innocent.
yeah, it's possible she isn't.
It's entirely possible. However, even assuming that she isn't, what we and Aura both can agree on is, for reasons that might differ, Simon is protecting Athena and is doing everything he can to make it so she was not seen.
Yeah,
So,
because regardless of whether there's evidence implicating her, she is the next closest suspect if he were to be proven innocent without also finding the
And-
actual culprit.
As a prosecutor, he would know that. As a person familiar with this place, he would know where the cameras are. And even if there's evidence implicating her, even if there is, if she physically was not there, if there's no proof to it, then she can't be, there's no connection.
Yep.
No
And
matter
regardless of
how you
whether-
slice it, it looks like he's trying to protect her.
Either trying to protect her or there's something else going on because there's no other reason he would be seen with the suitcase.
I think...
Or he would let himself be seen at all.
I
Yeah,
think
that's what
it's
I mean.
possible this either was him trying to get a photo frame, not literally telling the photographer, but, like, trying to make a point of, I need to be seen holding it. Or...
Fuck, the sword has the arrow pointing to it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly. It's a very...
It
well,
looks
especially, like,
posed.
if it's along
the arrow that's
my...
not in this version, Jesus.
Yeah.
It also makes sense if you're trying to do a cover-up to do things as quickly as possible, because, like, my current theory is that she was killed by the robot repair thing.
I am thinking that's very possible. I also think it's possible Athena may have turned the machine on either
Well, that's what
accidentally...
I mean, is that she may have, whether it was accidental on Athena's part or a malfunction that Athena then blames herself. Kind of a Mickey 17 kind of situation.
Yeah.
Then, like, I think that's probably what happened. It looked pretty
No.
stabby when they were repairing the robot.
Okay. I want to make note of something interesting here, okay? One of the suitcases is gone in this picture, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Presumably the one that was rolled out. Yeah. the big
Let's
one there.
consider for a moment, real quick, if we assume it's the very big one, right?
Mhm.
And then where's that new piece of evidence we just got? Or has it not been actually added to our thing
I
yet?
don't think it's been added yet.
We want to check, is the suitcase the same height? Like, is it possible it's from a different time? Is it one of these other suitcases that he was taking? Because everything is pointing to it being this one right now, but we might see, like, no, that suitcase is too short. That can't possibly be the tall one, or something like that.
Yeah, because the simplest explanation so far is that he was with Athena. Athena accidentally
Turned on the machine.
turned on the machine when her mother was there, or that the machine was turned on, and in general, Athena was freaking out. And so he realized she might... I don't know that she'd necessarily go to jail for that if she's 11, but I also don't know. This is new territory for us. We don't necessarily know how little kids would be tried. So
In this
he stuck her in...
world, no.
He grabbed the nearest sword, stabbed her, was seen on camera, shoved Athena in a suitcase, and rolled her out. That's the simplest explanation so far, but there's probably more to it than that.
I think there's also a possibility of I am watching my mother get stabbed to death by a machine, like the pool of blood that's forming around her, that traumatic memory, and the thing Simon Blackwell is doing is ending the suffering.
Yeah.
Is either like stabbing something in the machine that leaks oil over the blade that looks like blood, or she is bleeding out, this is painful, I'm gonna make it quick, I'm so sorry, and just puts her out of her misery. There's a couple of possibilities here.
Very honorable of him, Dono.
I just remembered he's supposed to be British.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He's a British weeb.
There's some red on the end of Ponko's attached arm. Yeah, I noticed that, and that's what I'm wondering,
Yes.
if the oil is just also red or not. But anyways, let's get back to it. But I think you might be completely right,
That's
Marina.
the
I'm pretty
simplest,
sure.
I think, like, initial understanding we're supposed to have the situation so far.
Yeah, like it may end up being there's plot twists or complications here we didn't account for. That case, by the way, was later discovered outside on the Space Center grounds. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant, Athena Sykes, found?
He was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center, in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident.
So the suitcase was found outside, but Athena was found upstairs? Interesting.
Well, if he just had to, like, get rid of the suitcase.
Yeah,
away
it's
from
possible.
Her, he
I'm
just, like,
just-
got her out of the way of the camera and was like.
But I'm just wondering...
Also reasonably where she would be found.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, what the reasoning is for him specifically. Like, that's what we're gonna get to the bottom of. Because I know... he didn't do it. I'm trying to figure out what the reasoning is. But go ahead.
In addition, it's unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death.
Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony. And there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been. So what you're saying is Miss Sykes didn't have an alibi.
That is what the evidence is saying, yes.
I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused mother. Are you actually claiming an 11-year-old girl?
Of course, the girl had a very strong motive.
Unfortunately, I actually agree with Edgeworth on this one. The way Sykes is telling it, Athena's telling it, it might be more complicated. She was being abused. She was being abused by her mother. There is actually a motive here.
Yeah.
Well, and even if there isn't necessarily a motive, if it was an accident, the other thing to keep in mind in all of this is that Athena has the ability to feel others' emotions, or to kind of sense others' emotions. And that in and of itself, if her mother was like struggling, like dying, would
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew, Jesus. Dr. Sykes was a psychologist who wrote many papers on speech and emotions. You're aware of Athena Sykes' special ability, aren't you, Your Honor?
Are you referring to that, what is it called, therapy? Yeah, she's done it quite a few times in court.
The ability to read emotions from speech, and the subject of her mother's research.
Well, as long as it benefits society, I don't see any particular problem with researching it.
I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you seriously suggesting?
Yeah.
I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright. No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother.
You're aware of Athena's stand, aren't you? I love anime. Hunter x Hunter. That's a good one. Order, order in my court! What a tragic story. I hardly want to believe it myself. But we must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could, Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes.
The notes, you say? Oh, wait, yeah, her notes,
Yeah,
yeah.
the notes that he's reading.
Or,
from, yeah.
Okay, so let's think about this for a second. I ultimately agree with this. Someone else was at the scene. Could I maybe press to get this to be a more elaborated statement?
You can press on pretty much anything.
If he really was out to steal that moon rock, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside, that's why. I kind of am curious about this. Is the moon rock not especially heavy?
Oh, that's a good point. We don't know what it's made of specifically, other than moon.
And we know the moon rock's
I
going to
was
be
gonna say
important
it's
for the
made
bomb.
of moon. We know that.
It's going to be important for the bomb, too. So either way, I would like to know about this.
Yep.
That is not a flattering model for his close-up shot, but it's accurate. That's what he should look like up close.
Correct. Hard agree.
The rolling case. I suppose you mean this one. That existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it. But was absent when the crime scene photos were taken.
Yes, that's the one. And Miss Blackwell has drawn a conclusion from these two photos.
Bit of Tim Robinson raccoon face. Yeah, you're right, though. Oh, God, you're right.
Oh, she has? Well, what's the conclusion?
You're the one with her notes.
Oh, right. Of course.
Reading them now. So why the rolling case? Okay, I was waiting to see if it would be the moon rock specific. Can I ask, are we pressing or presenting?
Press. You press on the final statement.
Using it to hide someone, that's why. And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. Or a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there are other options.
Or who do we know that's small? What little man do we know that's small that was hanging around this? Apollo Justice did it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, hang on, who is short there? Oh, Apollo, yeah.
Yeah. Apollo's a small boy.
Yep.
But that's nothing more than conjecture, and it's hardly the only possibility.
In that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case?
I think it was the moon rock.
The moon. There were 3 cases at the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case just to move the rock.
Be that as it may, it does not prove Miss Sykes was inside.
That is true.
Then let me ask you this. Can you come up with a better theory for what was in the case?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you?
Yikes, give a guy some time to think. Let's see.
Could there have been a robot in there?
Should I try to
If we
bluff
only had the
Whitley?
arm left over.
This is so funny. This is so funny. Let's see. Do I fucking make some shit up?
Bluff.
Bluff,
gonna make
bluff,
some
bluff,
shit
bluff.
up.
It's his one skill.
Literally, I know exactly what Prosecutor Blackwell carried from the scene. That's so fucking funny. I just have to find something else that was missing, right? No sweat.
Oh, I'd be very interested in hearing your theory. If it's true, that is.
Okay, let's take a look at the photos ourselves real quick.
I'm so obsessed with the idea of Apollo knowing what happened, being the one who, like, was there, like, protected Athena, whatever. Like, Apollo knowing what happened and then going on his, like, dark, brooding side quest of investigating when it's just, like, a big, overcompensated way of distracting from the fact that he knows what happened. I'll figure out who it was. Just give me 6 to 16 years and I'll figure out who it was.
I guess the robot arm is missing.
Is it?
Yeah, where is it in this photo? It's not on the table anymore.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, it's not here anymore. The robot arm is missing. I was gonna say the sword
I
is
just
missing,
assumed it
but
was an ankle thing, but yeah.
It's not missing. The sword is here. The jacket's here. The sword is here.
Yeah, this is supposed to be everything that was at the
Whoa!
What?
Why was she wearing her jacket over her lab coat? Over her kimono? Wouldn't she be wearing one or the other? Hang on, let's look at the group
'cause
photo.
of the stab mark. Right.
Let's look at the group photo if we Okay, no, she does. She wears.
Does. Oh,
okay,
she
never
does,
mind.
she does,
Never mind.
She does.
Okay.
She's just
I was
fabulous
gonna
like
say,
that. Okay, sorry.
yeah, she does.
Okay.
Her
Okay.
game
Cool.
is on literally another level, another layer. Okay.
But okay, so my current theory is that it's the robot arm. Let's see.
Be very interested in hearing your theory, if it's true, that is.
This is a crime scene photo taken after Prosecutor Blackwell left, correct? All we have to do is compare this with this photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what's missing. If he took something with him, then it should be in one of these photos.
Oh,
Don't
if
fail me now.
that's the real murder weapon, that would maybe well, but then
Maybe if the robot attacked and like that was the thing that killed it, had blood on
I
it.
cover that up. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get there.
All right then, Ms. Wright. Let's us. Oh no. Athena said she bandaged up the robot herself. What if that was what fucked with it? What if there was an issue? What if it got
what
like
if he's
tangled or
trying
like
to hide it
caught?
from Athena, not just
Because Athena would completely
from the
blame
police.
herself. Because the
Yep.
blood is on top of it here. What if this bandaging, the bandaging is somehow what did it? Oh no.
or even just seeing that the robot that she was trying to help did, even if like she didn't.
Yeah,
specifically,
exactly.
like,
It might it might be like not directly related. Yeah.
All right then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory.
Yeah, if that's
What?
a real murder weapon, that would make sense to remove.
What did Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene of the murder?
Either maybe it might be that under
Robot
here,
arm.
under here it's sharp as fuck. That might be what we're getting. Oh, that's right. Press. There we go. Please notice that there is a robot part on top of the cart in this photo. However, in this photo taken after the crime, the robot part is gone. In other words, this part is something that was taken from the scene of the crime.
You appear to be right. I don't see it in the second picture. But it's just a piece of junk. How important could it be?
Is it really just an insignificant robot part? Speaking of which,
Ooh, what are you looking at? I'm gonna start charging for every glance per eyeball.
Stingy. What happened to the age of
Stingy,
free?
stingy.
A stingy.
Stingy. Stingy.
Stingy. Whatever happened to the age of free previews? Stingy. Your Honor, about this robot part, doesn't it look like it could be an arm from, well, that robot there?
Well, now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it?
Phoenix has only ever read that word. Uh-oh, stingy. Stingy. Uh-oh, stingy.
Stingy.
But the case is still too big to be practical for just the moon rock and a robot arm.
But was it really just the one arm that was in there? If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe... I believed it was another robot at the scene that looks just like the one here. Your Honor, it is the defense's assertion, even assertion, that it was the one robot who was in the case.
What? What? Robot in box? Impossible.
We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot.
Do you think it belongs to Dick Gumshoe? What do you think it is?
Yes, it looks like the arm of the one before us, but it could be something else entirely.
The bandaging, though.
Besides, it's wrapped entirely in bandaging, making it difficult to verify what it is.
I know for a fact that's a robot arm. I can even tell you which robot it belonged to just by looking at it. Whatever happened to the age of free previews is fucking wild. Phoenix, you are in your 30s. Shut the fuck up. With this information, we can investigate.
He's younger than me.
Yeah, I took that as in the future previews at movies. There's like a if you would like to unlock this, please hold your phone up now type thing, and then you have to like contact Louis Kay to be able to view the preview. And he's like, I remember during my childhood when these things were free.
He's older than you. He was in the last game 33 years old.
Is he actually? Well,
He's 30.
Millennial.
He's
That
35 at
explains
this
a lot,
point.
Mr. Wright.
But it's 2028.
Did he lie?
Be a year older than me.
Did he lie about his age at some
Hang on.
point? At least according to the wiki, he's 35. He was 32 in the last game, or
he's
33.
35. He is a year older than me. Born in 1993.
So I can call you Sport.
You are fucking, like, you are 4 or 5 inches shorter than me. I will punt you.
The hair makes it taller.
Tiny little man.
No, I mean he's talking about
Tiny little boy. Get away from me.
He's talking about ogling people, right? Or am I crazy? I think that is supposed to be an underlying joke about when people say the phrase free previews. I do think he literally meant free preview in the sense of, like, you're a television screen, because their faces are used for screens here. However, I am pretty sure the writer thought they were doing something there, and they weren't. I think you are onto something, Volpix, and it's what the writer thought they were onto, but they weren't. Love these localizations. Anyways, with this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not.
But Mr. Wright, I thought you were more of the technologically illiterate. Mr. Wright, I took you for a fucking idiot. When did you become such an expert?
That's fair.
I feel abandoned with age.
Not to worry, Your Honor, we abandoned you a long time ago. I still know next to nothing about machines. But I know this piece of evidence proves which robot the arm belonged to. The photo, right? The Hat 1 exhibit photo.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
I want to save our damage for what Volpix said earlier, for the funny dialogue. The robot in this
For
picture...
comedy.
Yeah. The robot in this picture is named Ponko. But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that.
She must have thought that the machines heal in the same way people do. Oh, what an adorable, naive mistake. Oh, it reminds me of my own grandchild. When she did her first murder, I was so proud.
Excuse me. She. Didn't we say like she?
That's right. Yes, you're so right.
For Alfies or whatever the fuck.
Neo-pronouns.
Awful name we gave that grandkid.
Thank you for Gen Alpha Alfies, yes.
Yeah.
The robot arm at the crime scene had the same bandaging wrapped around it. In other words, this robot arm could belong to none other than Ponko. Your Honor, the wife's in the arm. Okay, there's the joke. There's the one joke I'm gonna get about it. That's it. That's the only wife arm joke we're getting.
Order in this fucking court!
That's why I had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I had to get it out there because I'm not even enthused about it.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, what the fuck is going on?
I can see that the robot is about the same size as a child. But it cannot grab its knees and curl itself up into a ball.
It can be disassembled.
Even if it was the largest of the cases, the robot couldn't have possibly fit in there.
The case does come up to about mid-thigh on Prosecutor Blackwell. See, this is why I doubt this is what's going on, but I just... Okay, no, that's definitely the same case. Those are definitely the same case. I wanted to see if it was, like, noticeably... This case was noticeably shorter or not, but no, these are the same case.
I see your point. The robot is much taller than that.
They've got me there. So then did Prosecutor Blackwell make Ponko fit into the case by... Compact!
Oh god, compacting. Just kicking her about.
Come on, get down there.
No, dismantling her.
Obviously.
Of course Ponko would fit. All Prosecutor Blackwell had to do was dismantle her. Once taken apart, the robot could easily fit inside the rolling case. It appears to be a robot assembly device. Assemble anything in flat. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Phoenix, can you not do that in the courtroom? That feels insulting. Like, horny, insulting, and just all kinds of wrong. It sounds rather violent, but Mr. Wright does have a point there.
except that there was a body on the table where robots are dismantled and assembled. There would have been no room to take the robot apart.
But what if it wasn't done on the table? What if the katana was used instead?
You mean the sword?
Old man. Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Blackquill, I would like your opinion as a woman of science.
I stand women in STEM. Even the ones who kidnapped my daughter.
Kidnapped my daughter at gunpoint. Miss Aura Blackquill, you're a woman of science, so you should be able to tell me. Isn't it true that you could use a katana to hack apart a robot? As a science woman, I couldn't sword/robot.
I suppose so.
I mean, I guess.
Their joints are made of a very tough material. A blade could slice through them.
Does it perhaps leave cherry red juice behind when it does that? Phoenix is a supporter of women's rights and wrongs. Yes!
Wrongs, exactly.
That is
She's
true.
definitely having flashbacks to a childhood of her little brother going, robot jutsu. Wah, 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 phew, wah.
When Blackwell grew up at the proper time to be the right age to be desperately obsessed with Genji in Overwatch when that would have happened, and then to be desperately embarrassed about it now.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you for your expert opinion, Ms. Blackwell. Thanks to you, we now know that the existence of the severed arm in this photo proves that Ponko was taken apart. In addition, since the rest of Ponko was not found at the scene, we can conclude that the true meaning of this photo is very different from the original interpretation.
You can't mean.
That's exactly what I mean. This photo does not capture the moment of the murder. It is instead a picture of the moment after the robot was sliced apart. You joke, but there was a line of Lego ninjutsu that had robots as the enemy. Oh, I remember them.
For sure.
Also, I said ninjutsu. I'm Ninjago. Let me be correct about that. And yeah, those were super racist. If you go back through them, they had comics and shit that were paired with them. They are so fucking racist. Jesus Christ.
No fucking shit.
Lego's Dutch, if memory serves. Love it. Great, awesome. Danish is one of the D ones. The blood you see where the arm was cut off was transferred there by the bloody katana. Oh, I hadn't considered the other way around. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. Because I'm fucking colorblind, so I never want to, call this out specifically, but it does really look like, to me, the blood that's on her and the blood that's on the blade are supposed to be different colors. Those... Maybe it's just how it looks. I'm not the right person for this. Yeah, because you can see the katana on the bottom right versus the blood on her. I don't think that's actually it, the more I look at it, but also I'm the wrong person to ask for that, so I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Most likely, the rest of Ponko is, well, scattered around Prosecutor Blackwell's feet.
Not hearing this.
No, my brother's a murderer. He killed Ponko. Therefore, what was transported inside that case was not the defendant, but a robot. Miss Sykes was never at the scene at the time of the murder. Oh.
My head, my body, where am I?
Was Blackwell more into Beyblades or Bakugan? Austin, this is your call.
Beyblade, easy.
Yep.
It was more retro at the time than Bakugan, and he was such a fucking weeb that he watched the Beyblade anime and was insistently pointing out, nah man, shit goes hard. Every time they play every time they do Beyblade, they blow up the entire mountain around them. It goes so hard, you guys.
It was also the only thing he could do on the schoolyard that he wasn't entirely bullied for. It was something that like the other normie kids were also into playing with, just not nearly to the lore extent that he was.
Yes.
100%.
I do believe that he pulled some strings with some guards in prison and had Naruto smuggle into prison a copy of Seto Kaiba Best Moments from Yu-Gi-Oh! That he's like, oh, I watched this and it gets me through the whole week.
Not smuggled in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, not smuggled in Beyblades, to be able to play
Just
together.
the anime.
Yeah, what specifically? I need to remember my kin. Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to use that on. What did I call Phoenix again? The Fulbright and the other one. Right, Dono. That's it. Yeah. Does Black Will vape? No, he takes gum.
Order!
Too scared.
Order in the court!
He's getting nicotine gum.
He's in prison. He smokes.
He does.
Like an adult.
But he coughs a lot when no one's looking.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyone who's that goth is about to die tomorrow, or they are scared of heights. Like, they're so afraid of things.
This is you.
I have a cracker in my mouth, but it's true that Ponko was found in pieces after the murder.
I do love the idea that she's eating crackers while watching this. Like, Trucy has made
my blood sugar up.
Trucy has made her a bowl of soup to go with the crackers.
And I'll admit, I repaired her myself afterwards.
Thank you. I appreciate knowing that bit. Photo of the crime updated in the court record. Yes! I'm finally starting to make some progress. Hopefully I've gotten at least one step closer to proving both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell innocent. Oh my god, that face.
Ooh. He's having fun with it.
Well played, Mr. Wright. You've made your point abundantly clear. I concede that it wasn't the defendant inside the ruling case, but the robot.
All right. What's going on here? Oh, it's never good when he plays things this... It's never good when he's this straight.
Does the prosecution withdraw its claim the defendant was carried away from the scene?
No, Your Honor. My claim hasn't changed.
Interesting. But Ponko and Miss Sykes couldn't have both been inside the case.
The notion that the case was used to carry Miss Sykes was Mrs. Blackwell's theory. I have been of a different opinion from the outset.
Excuse you, I've never been wrong.
Now I finally have the opportunity to voice my theory.
Here we go.
Thanks to the defense.
Oh, Phoenix is gonna bust. Oh, Jesus.
Edgeworth, he's been one step ahead of me this whole time. In that case...
Exactly where I want him.
How do you propose the defendant left the crime scene?
Are you gonna say it was the latter?
Simple. The footage only shows Prosecutor Blackwell from behind. What's more,
She clearly was standing on his shoulders.
he's holding his arm in front of his body as if he were holding something. Or someone.
Shit, I gotta admit he's actually right about that. I could absolutely see this being like holding a small, like, she was what, 11? Like,
Yeah.
like holding an 11, like, he's strong, he's big, holding an 11-year-old, like, cradling them in one arm that is in fetal position. Like, that's possible. That's hardly evidence.
I have proof. The surcoat Prosecutor Blackwell was wearing. The victim's blood was found on the front of it, and the stain had a highly distinctive shape.
A blood stain with a distinctive shape? Oh, I love that shit. Keep going, Edgeworth. Tell me about it.
7 years ago, the defendant was known to constantly wear a certain item. Of which there's only one in the world. A special pair of headphones made just for her.
Okay, Edgeworth wasn't there. This has to be Phoenix's flashback.
She always was bright, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them as part of her research.
I went for helium. That was the approach.
That's what
Analysis
she's always inhaling in that flower.
Analysis showed the bloodstain to be in the exact same shape of these headphones. In other words, this was no mere blood splatter. The blood went from the victim's body to the headphones, and then was imprinted onto Prosecutor Blackwell's coat like a stamp.
A most gruesome stamp indeed. Hey, do you remember that time that a stamp was used to poison someone and like you can just hear a gunshot on the other end of Aura? Hey, hello, hi, our trial, thank you.
Blackwell carried Miss Sykes, who had been hit by splatter, away from the crime scene. This proves that Athena Sykes was, without question, present at the crime scene.
I agree with that.
And that concludes the prosecution's argument.
Okay, so they are arguing that he was not necessarily specifically trying to hide her, although he may have been trying to hide her, but rather it's irrefutable that she was there because her headphones were there. And
I think we're currently proving that both of these parties were here, and then at that point we may be able to disprove that either of them murdered the victim, perhaps by saying that, by proving how she was killed. And then from there we can prove that perhaps it wasn't murder. Or at least not by any of the two human parties.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot it's this game. Phoenix has to freak out whenever the prosecution makes an argument.
Now it makes sense.
To be fair, his daughter's being held at gunpoint.
If the defendant was indeed at the scene,
busting, but
it deepens the suspicion against her.
But we've also shown that the robot was at the scene as well.
I hope you're not making the ridiculous claim that a simple robot was the real murderer.
I don't really think that, but you can't say the possibilities of Phoenix, we don't have time for these robot murderer claims. This robot's holding people at gunpoint. Detective Fulbright, was the robot questioned at the time? The fuck do you take me for? No, I don't see any record of it. I believe it was considered unrelated to the case.
I believe the bloody robot found at the scene of the crime was considered unrelated.
I mean, it wasn't found at the scene of the crime, to be fair. It was taken away from the scene of the crime. But, as it turned out, the robot was actually integrally related. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Ponko to the stand.
A robot witness. Order in this court. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think about this?
Mr. Wright has called all manner of witnesses to the stand over the years. So why not a robot? Nothing surprises me anymore with them. The surprise in our relationship is gone.
He's trying to bring it back, Your Honor. And you would piss on that. You'd piss right on that.
Edgeworth, surely you object to this.
Your Honor, this is a one shining light in a life otherwise wasted. Let me have this. I'm gonna cross-examine the robot.
Need my silly little guy and his silly little witnesses, please. Life is so bleak.
I missed the whale! I missed the fucking whale! There were two of them!
Very well, I will allow
Two
the...
whales, and I didn't get to see them.
2 whales and one fun lesbian, and we didn't get to see, you didn't get to see any of them.
Do you understand?
The aquarium has gone
missed
under
that.
since then. I can't
I
go
love the idea
see
that he
them.
loves fish.
I fucking adore them. That's how rightful won his heart. Very well, I'll allow the witness. Bailiff, please summon the robot named Ponko. Here we go.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I was wondering why we were specifically using she, her pronouns, and then I forgot that's the one with the tits.
Yeah, that's the robot with the
one
tits.
one with the robo titties.
My name is not Witness. My name is Ponko.
Hang on, actually.
Yes, I realize that.
Should Marina? No, were you Ponko before?
Marina, do you want?
No, Austin's the robots.
I was Ponko, but
No, we can keep it consistent.
I
then.
am the robots. But Marina, do you want Ponko?
That depends on how long do you think it'll be before I voice something? Because this isn't a bad day for me to just make tiny little jokes until I have to do a voice because of bronchitis, but.
We have Ponko on the witness stand, and then we have Simon, and then we have Simon, and we have a lot of Simon Blackquill, and we have so much Simon Blackquill.
I should do maybe
So
some
I'm
little
making-
robot voices, maybe what we're thinking.
I think you should be a silly little robot
Okay, I'll be
for a
silly
little
little
bit.
All right, this is Ponko 2.0. Here we go.
Finally
Congrats on the
updated to have a
transition.
woman's voice. Right?
Did you read this?
Yes, I realize that, but when you are at the witness stand, you are the witness.
The aquarium sunk because of rapid climate change.
No, I'm not. I'm Ponko. Say it with me. Ponko.
Perfect.
What an utterly inflexible little robot.
I like how he gains eye shadow for this. You're the last person who should be calling anybody inflexible. What do you mean by that, Phoenix? Excuse you? Okay, yeah, next time we're in bed, I'm gonna hit you with the inflexible. Like, oh, what, are you inflexible now? Are you inflexible, are you?
How dare you challenge me to inflexible? I go to Pilates every week.
You just remind me of my grandchild who just chose your own name. Oh, how precious.
Right, Ponko, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Questions? You have questions? Hooray! What are your questions?
I want to know if you were there at the scene of the murder of Meta Sykes. It was 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, around 2 p.m. in the robotics lab.
Certainly. Just one moment. Searching. Data. Search complete.
I love the little sway they do when they're thinking. That's so cute.
Isn't
Yes! I was there in the robotics lab.
It would seem this robot's testimony is necessary to this case after all.
This is great. I just knew Ponko must have seen something important. A murder committed right before this poor little girl's eyes. Oh, it's inexcusable. Athena, execute her immediately. We have to kill Athena. This poor Ponko child witnessed a murder. The judge seems ready to adopt Ponko as another grandchild. Oh, he was talking about Ponko. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, little Ponko, do you think you can give us your testimony today? All right. Here we go, Ponko.
What I saw. I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge. Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and hugged Mommy Metis. And then Mommy Metis fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything.
Oh.
After I charged up, I was cleaning the room, and Mr. Simon came in. And then an error occurred. There is no data after that point.
Oh no. Oh, Athena. I wonder if she just bumped something or startled her, or like it might even be something like while the machine is in operation, it's looking for robots and it picked up on her headphones and like tried to go to disassemble or reassemble at Athena. Oh god.
Or could have been like some like 11 Stranger Things thing where like maybe her like emotion headset or whatever like
Overloaded.
went off too strong if she was like emotionally overwhelmed by an experiment her mother was trying to do and it backfired and like shot the machine off or whatever.
Oh god, yeah, there's a lot of possibilities here, shit.
Well, it sounds like the defendant was, without question, at the scene. However, it doesn't appear the witness actually saw the moment of the murder.
I disagree. This testimony shows that that the defendant did indeed commit the crime.
What?
At the end of the day, we mustn't forget that this witness is still a machine. Being a robot, its understanding and capacity to express itself are limited.
So what are you suggesting?
The witness's statements need to be interpreted.
I propose we hire an AI prompt engineer to get in here.
Fuck. We only know one of those and she's currently in prison.
For example, the terms hugged and then later fell down. Adults don't usually fall down after being hugged by a child.
Excellent, excellent, excellent Edgeworth quote.
They don't, but...
Yes, what this witness's statements are telling us is that the defendant stabbed the victim with the murder weapon during this moment.
What?
Before Miss Sykes hugged Dr. Sykes, did the two of them converse?
Yes, they did. They spoke to each other very loudly, but I don't know what they said. Athena is usually so quiet, so I was surprised.
Spoke very loudly. We can interpret this to mean they argued.
I see. Murder after a heated argument, and then the victim fell down. I agree it does sound like a reasonable interpretation. However, Ponko doesn't seem to remember anything that happened after that.
When I am recharging, I go into sleep mode. But I remember everything before that. I have a very good memory.
These are some excellent robot designs. I love the little side football things popping out. These are great.
You may as well admit defeat now, Wright. A cross-examination would be useless.
You bitch! I heard that semicolon! I heard you say that semicolon out loud! I'm gonna get you. Don't be ridiculous! A cross-examination is never useless!
Until now. Think about it. Robots don't lie. Everything Grok tells me is true.
Everybody laugh at Edgeworth for a second. He believes that so much. Oh my god. Woo!
The pre-AI world, baby.
That's Edgeworth's boomerism. He's like, why would a robot? He doesn't know what a chat GDP is. He thinks it's a chat room.
This robot is both an important witness and valuable evidence at the same time.
He thinks it's a summit for robots. Nevertheless, I will have my cross-examination.
I see you haven't changed.
You never were one to worry about wasting time.
Very well. Even if it may be a waste of time, you may proceed, Mr. Wright.
I'll show you both just how fruity any cross-examination can be. Fruitful any damn it!
You know, that, paired with the semicolon comment really shows that they are a master's degree versus a BFA who happened to pass the bar exam coincidentally.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's think about this for a second. Because I'm not sure if presenting would get us anywhere.
Press.
But, yeah, I was going to say, do I press everything?
No.
Okay, let me think about this then.
To spare time.
Because most of this, I don't think
we've been here for an hour and a half already.
Yeah, we want to get through the whole game today, that's fair.
Statement 3.
Let's see. Athena came in and hugged Mommy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this.
God, why is the stream lagging?
Oh,
yeah,
is
it's
it?
lagging on my end too. I think it's just probably...
Yeah, terribly.
It might be Discord.
Oh, Christ. Hang on, I know what's going on. Let me fix it. I got a fucking trial of Nitro for free. I don't pay for Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
But it bumped everything up to max settings when this is a fucking visual novel.
I never
would
not. Either.
Like, yeah, okay, it's now gonna be at like 15 FPS. Do you want me to switch it back to 30? Like, how's that?
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
You want 1080p?
I don't give a shit. I'll be fine either way, hon.
We'll try. It's no longer 60 FPS 2K like it was before, so it should be the stream should be lagging less now. All right, so let's press on this. Let's get more specifics here. You all are freezing too. Oh, it was on the internet. Our internet's end.
Interesting.
Oh.
It seems okay now. I don't see any I saw we dropped a couple of frames a moment ago, and it seems fine now. We just had a lag spike. That seems okay now. All right. I don't want to delve too deeply here, but could you tell us about how the victim appeared and acted at that moment?
Mommy Mantis was very surprised when she was hugged. I heard her heart pound.
Her heart?
Mr. Wright, have you forgotten about this document we found in the robotics lab?
Right,
These robots have a heartbeat detection system.
Now that he mentions it, I do remember reading something like that there. They detect the presence of people by the sound of their heartbeats, but wait a minute. That means if Dr. Sykes really did die at this moment... Ponko, how was Dr. Sykes after she fell down? Could you still hear the sound of her heartbeat?
Let's see. The moment she fell, her heart was pounding. After that, I don't know. I started recharging just then.
All the unlucky timing. If you had heard anything after that, it could have possibly proven the hug wasn't actually the moment of the murder.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid I don't know. I'm very sorry.
The robot is designed to go into sleep mode automatically, so it can't be helped. But it does appear it detected an increased heart rate at the moment of the stabbing.
After Mommy Metis's heart started pounding, in surprise, she fell by the window.
Interesting. By the window, you say?
It was the round window on the workbench side of the room.
All the way on the other side of the room, you say? The workbench, huh? Ponko must be talking about the table to the right of where that giant robot is now. Is there something critical in Ponko's statement just now? There is something. That's so fucking funny, by the way, that we go through a bunch of shit, and then right at the end, he's like, oh, by the way, here's a solution.
Oh, by the way, it's different from where the body was found.
Your Honor, I believe this statement is critical. I'd like it added to her testimony.
Very well. Ponko, could you please add that statement to your testimony? That's a good little girl. That's a good little girl. I feel weird. I don't like it.
Mommy Metis fell.
Now
okay.
present on this.
Yeah, we can present
yeah, probably
the
we
corpse.
need to prove that that's different from where the body is.
Yeah.
7-year-old photos.
Not to mention how could a child possibly how could a child possibly move the body? Like, even if it was moved, how did an 11-year-old do that? Ponko, your statement may have just inspired a breakthrough.
It was helpful? Hooray! I am so happy.
Just to be sure, let's go over it again, okay? The victim fell down near the windows on the workbench side of the room. However, her body was discovered on the operating table.
But the operating table and the workbench are 2 different locations.
Thanks, Judge.
Yeah, you got it, Your Honor. We just learned a new crucial fact. What could explain the 2 very different locations of the body? I'll tell you what. Either the victim moved or the defendant moved the body. I think it's more likely the victim moved, the victim that she tried moving herself.
That she wasn't
collapsed
dead at that point?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
victim
collapsed and then
moved.
pulled herself up, yeah.
Yeah.
An 11-year-old girl couldn't have moved the heavy body of an adult, at least not pulled it up onto a chair. So the only explanation is that the victim walked to the operating table herself. In other words, what Ponko observed near the workbench couldn't possibly have been the moment of the murder.
I had a stupid thought.
Oh, I'm so relieved to hear that. Let me hear your stupid thought. Come on.
What if it was the headset that was the actual murder weapon? I know it's probably the robot arm, but I had this thought of, like, headbutting.
Oh God, what if it did get overwhelmed though? No joke. Like, this is the first time she's ever felt this much emotion, this important, and it literally short circuits. Like, if she's standing right next to it, she has a fucking heart attack. If she has an electrocution right next to her chest. Oh God, yeah, there's a couple of things that could have happened here.
Just saying, those things are kind of sharp looking.
They are kind of. I think they're rounded on the top though.
Yeah.
Glad to know the
That's why
murder.
it's stupid.
No, but I mean, it could. I think there's something there though, because where are the headphones now is a crucial question.
Glad to know the murder wasn't committed in front of little Ponko here.
Yes, as we just heard in the testimony, Ms. Sykes hugged her mother, nothing more.
Objection!
I mean, they had a shouting match, but.
Right.
Wrong.
It's been 8 years and you're still just as green as ever.
But he's blue.
That's literally what he's saying!
You're becoming the
Don't
judge.
make jokes.
But he's blue.
Hey, blue's my favorite color, what can I say?
If the defendant couldn't move the body herself, she could have had it moved for her.
Moved for her, but Miss Sykes and Dr. Sykes were the only ones there.
I agree, since this robot is equipped with a heartbeat detection system, it would have been aware of another person's presence if someone else had been there. We can therefore conclude that the defendant and the victim were the only ones present.
Then who do you suggest moved the body?
Don't you know it's in the nature of a robot to help people do things? Miss Ponko, allow me to ask you a question.
Mrs. Butterworth, please.
My name is Ponko. Say it with me. Ponko.
I believe you said you were cleaning after Dr. Sykes fell down. Did you happen to move something large onto the operating table?
Yes, I did. Athena asked me to.
Oh. Athena asked you to?
And what did you move, little Ponko?
I don't know. Unless something has an ID tag, I can't tell what it is.
An ID tag, you say?
Yes, a tag with a barcode on it. We robots scan them and tell scan them to tell us what a thing is.
That makes sense.
Wait,
Recalibrating.
These are the perfect robots for this to happen with, though. These robots would absolutely do that.
You know.
mistakes were made.
That paper in the lab did mention something about that. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Oh, the ID tags are on the jackets, aren't they? If
the jacket was on the ground.
If it fell off.
I know she doesn't wear it around her arm. She's wearing it like a cape, but like, yeah, I guess if Ponko just picked her up without, but the jacket's over here.
Also, the jacket
she
has
be able to identify it.
The jacket has a stab in it still.
Yeah, that's
that's interesting.
Was Athena wearing the jacket and was also stabbed but not lethally?
Was there another party present? No.
Well, other than like the fucking five people who were in the
Okay, to be fair, Black Quill insists there is some other thing going on here. Even if he's like, no one else did it, I did it. He says he's been chasing a phantom. He's chasing something. So maybe there was another person here, but Black Quill isn't sure what to do, and this person took every precaution to not have the robots be able to identify them.
That's right, because I initially kept thinking that was his sister, but I don't know why she'd be going to this extent to clear his name like this.
Yeah, instead of just confessing. Yeah, I think she also doesn't have the answer and needs the answer.
Though, it would appear that Miss Ponko here can't identify what she moved. What it moved.
My name is Ponko.
But we humans have the power to imagine what it was, do we not?
Are you gonna ask us to imagine?
We have imaginations? Hang on, I quit. I'm done here. I don't need this shit anymore. I'm gonna fucking out. I'm gonna go imagine a better life.
Well, I do, at the very least. Miss Ponko, on the defendant's command, moved the body onto the operating table.
It's a great bit, Square. Ponko, did you really move Dr. Sykes' body? This is really important. Is there any other way you could tell?
I don't know. Without an ID tag, I can't tell.
Can you tell us what the weight was?
Oh, that's
Give it up, Wright. If the victim's heart was stopped, the robot's detection system would be useless. Furthermore, Dr. Sykes usually wore her white coat while she was working. She kept the jacket with her ID tag on it draped over a chair in the robotics lab. And only wore it for special occasions. In other words, the victim wasn't wearing her ID tag at the time.
I see.
From the robot's point of view, her body was simply another object.
Objection!
That's demeaning to women. Miles, her pronouns are it's Edgeworth.
God.
Fantastic. But Ponko's equipped with a facial recognition system. If she really did move the victim, she would have recognized the body as Dr. Sykes. But she didn't, so that means...
A face can easily be covered with a piece of cloth, a mask, or anything else for that matter.
That is shown in the picture, to be fair, that there is a piece of cloth on the floor next to the operating table.
With her facial features hidden, the robot wouldn't be able to tell it was Dr. Sykes.
He's right.
To summarize, Miss Sykes stabbed her mother near the workbench, then, using the robot, she moved the body to the table where she removed the sword and was stained in blood.
Order! But if that's the case, then I have a question. Why did the defendant move the body to the operating table in the first place?
You want a reason? Very well.
What? You can't possibly have an explanation.
Your emotions blind you to the truth. You could learn a lot from our robot friends.
Fucking okay, Edgeworth. I know what side you're on. Jesus.
Calm and rational thought will open your eyes to the truth in front of you.
We get
Mr.
it. You're
Wright.
on Prozac. Jesus. Move on.
Now then, do you remember the operating table's one special feature?
I believe I read that robots can be assembled and disassembled there, isn't that right?
That's correct. And to the defendant, who was just a child at the time, the table was like a magic box that could make robots appear or disappear in seconds.
This, once again, he wasn't here, so it's Phoenix.
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me, what she could do.
That's what I thought she said, which is an interesting break in the logic that Edgeworth just said, because if she was a child, she didn't think that it made things disappear. She thought it fixed things like magic.
And
So why, I mean, as a child, I guess you don't really understand what murder fully is, although she is 11 at that point. Like, why would you then put her on the table to fix her up?
Consider, I was going to say, consider another hypothesis.
yeah, what Edgeworth was saying is assemble and disassemble. He might be bringing this up to suggest this makes the body go away. Like, the kid might think...
of disassembling and doesn't necessarily know that maybe...
Oh, she's hurt.
Yep.
This will fix her.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we're thinking, is that she might have been like, you need help, I'll put you on the operating table, this machine can fix you. I think Edgeworth is about to suggest, like, this will make her crime go away.
Disassembled robots, yeah.
Yeah, and I also think Edgeworth is positing this specifically to set us Phoenix, up to counter him. Like, he's trying to help us here. You can't
He is
possibly...
working with us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You can't possibly be suggesting...
This young, sheltered girl had a difficult time distinguishing robots from people.
But
take a
look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that. Oh, wait, no, this is a flashback. Sorry, because it was black and white, I forgot the photo isn't black and white. My apologies. Okay, this is Edgeworth's flashback then.
She must have thought that the machines heal in the same way that people do. What an adorable, naive mistake. It reminds me of my own grandchild.
Oh, so you'll talk about kids in the hypothetical then? No way, I refuse to believe it.
Miss Sykes made a childish, naive, and cruel mistake. She thought that if a robot could be dismantled and vanish without a trace...
Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you're about to claim what I think you are, I demand that you word it as delicately as you can.
With all due respect, Your Honor, all I can do is present the truth as it stands. The reason the defendant moved the victim's body to the operating table...
No! Don't say another word, just stop.
You know I had 6 chili dogs for lunch.
...was to dismantle the evidence so that she could get away with the crime.
Oh, that is actually gentle. He is actually quite flowery with his words, that makes sense.
That can't be true! Order in this courtroom! Order, I say!
Judge, nobody's clamoring anymore. It's fine. Okay. Edgeworth, she's just a little kid. How could you say just such a horrible thing?
Horrible? Like I said, you're just as green as ever. I came here today as a prosecutor to seek only the truth. No more, no less. My theory is simply the result of a rational consideration of every possibility.
But dismantling isn't the table's only function. It can make repairs as well. it is conceivable that Miss Sykes moved her mother to the table in order to fix her.
And I suppose that could be another way of interpreting it.
Oh, you finally picked up what I was putting down, motherfucker.
But dismantle or repair, it doesn't matter either way.
What do you mean?
After murdering her mother, Miss Sykes may have come to her senses. Perhaps she did want to make it appear as if it had never happened. And that's why she tried to repair her mother. Yes, that's one possible explanation.
But
we mustn't forget that the facts of this case. The victim was observed to fall down after being hugged by the defendant. And the body was moved per the defendant's command. These two facts that indicate the defendant's guilt, remain unchanged.
this just can't be true. It's like you square, by the way. How could Miles, if you're going to say you would choose death that is of no concern to me, Edgeworth, say such a terrible thing?
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence to refute the prosecution's claim?
Evidence. Right. Let's see. I can't think of any. I'm afraid I don't have any evidence.
What happened to bluff, not bluff?
Since becoming chief prosecutor, I've learned that the truth isn't always pretty. Now, accept the truth, Mr. Wright. Your subordinate murdered her own mother. Your Honor, the prosecution demands a verdict. The hostages have suffered enough.
What a terrible and tragic conclusion. If the defense has no counter-argument, I see no need to further prolong this trial.
Edgeworth's argument seems solid enough, but there's no way Athena could have done something like that. What do? There has to be something, but I can't think of a single thing. Who's objecting? Is it Blackwell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Prosecutor Blackwell!
This is quite the farce you are conducting here. I could die from laughter. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is that your argument is based on an entirely false premise.
Go on, we're listening. Oh, could this be the miracle I need? But what is Prosecutor Blackwell trying to pull here?
"7 years. For 7 long years. This case has been on my mind. Not for an instant did I not think of it. I'm the one who killed my mentor, and don't think you can alter that fact now. Your baldness, I will take to the stand, and I won't take no for an answer."
Of course, Prosecutor Blackwell. Please, go ahead. This whole thing is some fucking baloney anyway, so why not?
7 years.
I went to the Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Dr. Sykes. But when I got to the robotics lab, I found Athena there instead. I would not be swayed from my purpose, so I waited for Dr. Sykes to return. And then I committed the act. Ah, how cathartic it was!
We know that's not true. I know what you're doing here, but we just had testimony saying that they argued first. We know they had a conversation first. You weren't there during the conversation. You wouldn't have been there.
But little Ponko here witnessed the victim falling. In other words...
I don't need any of your other words, old man. I can guess what happened.
Which would be...
She fell means she fell. Merely that. A mother and child fooling around. Perhaps she tripped. Not that it matters. When I entered the lab, there was no trace of Dr. Sykes to be seen. There was no dead body either, of course, meaning she must have left the room.
So the murder occurred after the time period Ponko described in her testimony.
You should hardly take stock in the words of such a wind-up toy.
Objection!
Then how do you explain the fact that the defendant had the robot move something? Athena was always tinkering with robots on the operating table to amuse herself, and she always had Ponko move the heavy ones for her. That day was no different. Ponko moved a heavy robot for Athena.
This is awful. What he's saying seems to make sense, and yet...
Prosecutor Blackquill, are you trying even now to turn away from the truth? Don't you realize we could bring the dark age of the law to a close today?
Objection!
You expect too much from me. I'm just a murderer, beyond redemption.
Oh,
And I
Blackwell.
like it dark.
Why don't you just let me go so I can settle down into hell?
Oh, gosh, Jesus. Ah, he's so pathetic. I love him. He's so sincere. I love him.
He just wants to have tea and biscuits with Canadian Judge.
He's...
In hell.
He is definitely my favorite prosecutor in the series so
Yeah.
far. Nothing's going to beat Edgeworth, but I wouldn't say Edgeworth's my favorite prosecutor. Like, he's one of my favorite characters, but the time
Hard
you
to
spend playing as him and, like, that's part of why.
So much of what makes him so compelling is the times where you work as him or work with him. In terms of one game, one prosecutor, Blackquill is unbeaten for me.
I really like him. Saki, welcome aboard. Hello. We are in the final trial of this game, so this is right at the end. Prosecutor Blackwell's execution is tomorrow. If the truth doesn't come out now, it's all over.
Are you saying the little girl and the robot had nothing to do with the murder?
That's right. So let's hear your verdict. If we don't hurry, I might miss the ferry across the Styx.
Jesus Christ, you edgelord, I love you. Edgeworth is your top one. I think the second one is Gavin, just for his music. Gavin's theme goes hard. It does, actually.
I
Especially,
like Gavin's theme. I don't like Gavin.
I like Gavin, but that's fair.
Gavin is one of those characters, though, that is so fun to dislike. Like, when he shows up, I'm never like, oh, this isn't going to be very interesting. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, it's this fucking guy. That's probably
Maybe it's
because he
just
shows
me,
up.
but I don't like him. Every time he shows up, I'm like, dude, could you not? Could you be someone else?
When he shows up, it's like when Akiyama shows up in the Like a Dragon games. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
my
you need, like,
scumbag,
peppering.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. You need peppering of it.
Yeah, I do not give me a
That's
whole
true.
game with you, but I want some of you.
That's true of pretty much any prosecutor except Blackwell, because they gotta have like a thing, like a gimmick. Or not, excuse me, not Blackwell, Edgeworth. Which is why Edgeworth is the one who has his own games.
Exactly.
That's true.
Like, they have to self-contain these narratives somehow because they're ultimately standing in the role of villains that you're defeating, even if they're not
I-
literally that.
Okay, I will at least say this to defend Gavin a little bit, to not just shit on him. I like that he, faster than any of the other prosecutors, joins the side of I'm here to find the truth, not to win.
Yeah.
I don't like him, and I don't think that he does the job well, but he does at the very least. He's probably the best person among the prosecutors from the jump.
That's fair.
He's just not your vibe, which is
No,
fair.
he is not my
because
vibe.
If someone for some reason said like, I just love Max Payne, he says, I'd be like, look, I love that for you.
Uh-huh.
As a woman, I can't agree, but I love that for you.
Love that for you, champ.
I see a Sheri that's turning a poker card the game. How is Sheri? We're doing good. We're right at the end of it. We're finally getting the answer. You know how Blackquill is on trial for on death row for a murder? We're finally getting an answer to what happened there. That's where we're at right now.
The answer might be it was a little girl. Uh-oh. Don't you dare, Judge. Don't forget, I have hostages over here. And
Simon, how long are you going to cover for her?
Miss Blackquill! Oh yeah, our daughter's being held at gunpoint, by the way. That's
Yeah.
also happening. Trucy's currently being held at gunpoint at the Space Center. You finished Dual Destinies 2 days ago. You only finished Ace Attorneys 1, 2, 3. I-1 and I-2. Ace Attorney Investigations, is that? The Edgeworth ones? And Apollo
Yes.
Justice, so you don't know the other prosecutor. Yeah, I am going into this blind. Oh, jeez, are you okay?
Nothing happened. I didn't know anything. Nothing happened.
I'm in this blind. My spouse, Austin, has played this before, has not finished the next game in the line, which we are also going to stream. So that will be a little bit blind for them. And Marina, my sister, also, you played some of the, or you watched Let's Plays of the earlier ones, but you haven't played these ones. These ones are new to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, I think, up through the first Apollo game that I had seen.
Blackquill is married to a robot. Blackquill is not married. She's his sister. That's Blackquill's sister. I'm so sorry. Oh, God.
Did you not see the Ms.? That's a mean lesbian sister if ever we saw one.
That's very funny.
Yeah, she's the one who cares very deeply about his innocence and is also the one who is holding a gun to someone's head.
Yeah, threatening to kill innocent civilians.
Yep.
Edgeworth did actually say earlier, robots don't lie, Taito, and we lost our shit. Like, yeah,
Can you
robots,
imagine?
robots don't lie, sure. Miss Blackquill!
Forgive me, Aura. I never wanted you to do anything like this for me. But you agreed to this trial. If you have a counter-argument, then present your evidence. That's the rule of the courtroom. Isn't that right, Chief Prosecutor? Blackquill, you selfish!
Well, to be frank, I don't like this, but it's my duty to make a decision. If no one has a counter-argument, I will announce my verdict.
Is this really happening? Is it really gonna end just like it did 7 years ago? When we started streaming? You know, Marina, it's been so long. Do you want to take Athena for a bit?
I wanted to do it so bad. Even now I want to fly out of here and go save him.
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence on this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. Oh, cool. Athena gets a line. I can't let
Don't
this
worry,
happen.
she's coming.
Good. But I just don't have the evidence to counter Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony. Who's saying all that? Who's cutting in?
Edgeworth, maybe?
Marina,
No. Oh,
get ready.
it's time. Yes!
She broke free! Free!
She gets to have lines. All right, it's her case now.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, excellent. Fuck yes.
She said that she wanted to go out and pull, but Wright's like, oh, I don't think I can let that. And then she went, it's lady troubles. I have lady, and he just started to panic and sweat a lot, and she ran past him.
Oh no, you're just gonna let this happen then? Whatever, like, never elaborating on
I'm
what
gonna
this
have lady
is.
troubles all over the floor. I can't control it, you know.
He is currently desperately crying in the bathroom, like, I'm sorry. Athena.
I'm a bad feminist.
Athena, are you feeling okay?
I can hear it. I can hear the voice of his heart. He's hiding something.
Oh, if he really is, I could sure use Athena's help here. Her power might just be the thing to get us through this. See, before the problem was he was on the other side of the stand, and that's out of range. But now that he's there, he's close enough. It counts.
Like, still no need for you to chime in here. Just accept that you're innocent.
Oh shit.
These past 7 years, they've been just as hard on me, you know. Out here, being able to go to cushy robotics school. I know, obviously, she has the trauma of her mother.
Yeah.
dying. But it is very funny to say to a man who's been in prison with
On
Naruto
death row for 7
On
years.
death row for 7
like,
years.
I've had it hard too, you know.
We're all struggling, Blackwell.
All right, one more time.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember that horrible, horrible trial?
Okay.
Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her.
Even now, every time I stand in a courtroom, it comes back to haunt me.
That's right, that did happen.
Yep. From the very beginning, we've had this revealed to us.
Not being heard, no matter how hard you try, feeling so helpless. Caught in people's stares, so scared that it feels like your chest is in a vice. I'm terrified of courtrooms. I want to run out of that door even now.
Yet you found a way to keep your fears at bay and become a lawyer.
Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be.
Okay, I gotta be real. That's how this game is so good at turning, or I was gonna say turning jokes, but making their real things they're doing be disguised as jokes at first. The shit with like, let's do 30 laps around the building, that is literally her going like, I just need to get away. I just need to be anywhere where people aren't. I need to be not in the courtroom and not around a bunch of people that I can hear their emotions of right now. Let's just run around for a while.
I also need to do something to get stronger and get better, so I can go save Simon. Haha.
Yep.
Oh man. This game. Any faults we've been complaining about are contained within my favorite game in the series thus far.
I was gonna say this is my favorite.
Like this game is really good. Whew.
This day has finally come. The day I've been looking forward to with all my heart. This is why I became a lawyer. This is why I studied psychology. It was all to save you from this false conviction.
But, Miss Shikes, do you realize what that would mean? You are the accused, after all. If you prove Prosecutor Blackwell innocent, then...
The only thing that matters is the truth. It's my duty to find out what the truth is. Simon, please give me this chance. The chance to shake off this fear that's been with me for 7 years and to face the truth.
This is why I studied woke, was to be here with you, Simon.
She had to go to school to learn how to speak weeb.
Athena's being so brave, confronting her past like this. This might really be the last chance to save them both. Prosecutor Blackwell, please testify one more time about the incident 7 years ago.
But your efforts will surely be in vain. For I am not a man who can be cut down easily.
Here we go, Simon. Let me hear the voice of your heart.
Oh, no, we're not allowing another robot in the courtroom. No, get that shit out of here. No,
She just puts a finger up in his face.
Oh, 1 second, Judge. 1 second. Okay. You were furious on your way there. You were going
Makes
there. You
sense.
were gonna kill her. Everything there
If you were
tracks.
intent on killing her, you'd be angry, yeah. I'm gonna get her.
You were there. You were delighted to see Athena. Why would you
not
be happy?
surprised.
Why would you be
Yeah.
happy instead of surprised? Exactly. That's very curious.
I love that picture of her without a face, just a blank stare.
There should
Out of
be.
context, that's very funny.
Yeah. This feeling of happiness. Even though the person you were looking for wasn't there, you felt happy. Why is that?
Simple. When I was looking for Athena and hadn't found her yet, I grew worried. So when I saw her in the robotics lab, I was happily relieved. Merely that.
Mwahaha.
Just now, you said you went to the Space Center to kill Dr. Sykes. But the first thing you did was look for her daughter instead?
I had no intention of harming Athena, so I wanted to confirm that she was safe first. It was just a part of my plan. Nothing contradictory about that.
I've had 7 years to think of justifications for this. Come on, do better. Ugh. Second I find an inconsistency, he cuts it down.
Simon knows the principles of analytic psychology. There's less noise now, but I don't see any instabilities we can latch onto.
I was afraid of that. I just have to keep chipping away at him, then bit by bit. Could you update his testimony, Athena?
You got it, boss.
Alright, let's take another look. You went to
Gotta
the
get her.
Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Dr. Sykes. Okay.
Bet.
When I found Athena in the robotics lab, I was relieved.
I kind of want to add this to the collage. This feels like there's a little bit of room left on it, and this feels like a nice little thing to, like, put on the end of it. Like,
Especially with the blank face, it does out of context give, like...
It's still a little
mean
goofy,
face.
but also very sweet.
yeah,
Which, if that's not these games in a nutshell.
Exactly.
yeah, I'm gonna add that real quick.
I also love this theme.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
sign of happiness.
It's very funny that my URL is over it, but yeah, I'm with it. That's good. And there's even a little spot if we want to add something else between Trucy's face and the other faces there. Brilliant.
Perfect.
Okay. Is it normal that he is muted? Muted? Do you mean like just a little quieter? I've got the volume a little higher. Hang on.
Are you talking about me being quiet?
Possibly.
Because if so, that will be resolved in a second. I am simply, my work schedule just dropped, and I am making notes about it, and done.
Oh, I told you up
Okay.
a little too high. Oh no. There we go. It's a delicate balance.
If
this
it was
audio
me,
thing.
it was because I was turned away.
Ah, okay.
I was looking at my other monitor. I was jotting down notes while you were doing that. Figured I should,
Oh, my mic went my mic went dead for a second there. Oh, okay. I think
Okay.
Oh.
We could hear you fine, so it may have been
Yeah.
I think it was
That has
OBS
to have
there.
been on,
OBS.
yeah, OBS side.
That's interesting. Was it when I had paint open? Huh. I'll explore that later. I don't want us to be here for too long. That's fascinating. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me know when something goes wrong like that. Thank you. I
Anyway,
would not.
Happiness is a little surprising, but considering he's relishing in going to kill Dr. Sykes, you could.
Yeah, like
It's
phase
weird, but
phase
you could
one.
argue it.
Phase one of the plan has been executed successfully. He's happy about that.
Yeah.
And
But
then
why
you.
sad?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
sad
only
instead of
sad.
angry?
Like, there's no sadness and anger. It's just sad.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. You have to click pinpoint first. Yeah.
Yep.
The heart doesn't lie, not even Simon's. I can hear that he's trying to hide his true feelings, but they're seeping through anyway.
Thanks. That should help a lot. Prosecutor Blackwell isn't the killer. And there should be a contradiction somewhere. Okay, yeah, here we go again. Cool. So
Go
we
to
just.
4.
And then
Art doesn't lie,
pinpoints.
neither do robots.
There we go. Not even you can falsify your emotions, Prosecutor Blackquill.
What?
When you said that you killed Dr. Sykes in your testimony, you felt sadness. Why would someone who had lain in wait to kill her be sad at her death?
Such an obvious attack. Yes, I felt sadness, but it wasn't for her. I felt sorrow for Athena and her circumstances.
He can't be talking about that, can he?
Just being a subject for her research.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments. My objective was to save Athena from an obsessive scientist who treated her own daughter like a research subject.
What?
I went to the psychology lab first. That's where I would usually find Athena playing. But that day was different. I heard someone crying in the robotics lab next door. Was Athena being subjected to yet another experiment? I thought as I went to see. Conveniently, Athena had cried herself to sleep, so all I had to do was wait and kill.
So that's why he was relieved when he saw Athena. But is this story really true? I'm not sure how much to believe.
Mr. Wright?
How are you doing, Athena? Still hanging in there?
I'm a lot stronger than I look, boss. Now, take a look at this. The noise level actually increased.
I thought it was suspicious that it went down to 40%. Like, that seemed like it was way too much to dip from just that. I see. As he adds new contradictions into it, like, he has thought about this. He has spent a long time thinking about this.
He spent a lot of time planning for this.
I've never seen it do that before.
Prosecutor Blackwell's lying somewhere in his testimony. As a matter of fact.
For the record, Onion, Athena would actually brag about how fast she can cry herself to sleep. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have the world record on that. Thank you.
He's piling lie on top of lie in an attempt to make his claims sound more believable. He's trying even harder to suppress his true feelings, and that's what's causing the noise.
How in the world should I approach this? An evidence-based approach might work if I can find a contradiction. Otherwise, I should look for an inconsistency in his emotions.
There are no flaws in my testimony, and his boldness is prepared to give his verdict. Give up on this lost cause, and let the law free me of these chains already.
I don't think so. Not while I'm around.
No one's free while I'm around.
Everyone's in chains while I'm around. Okay.
Alright, choose which one you want.
Is his testimony inconsistent, more inconsistent, or is his emotion more inconsistent? I know we can do both, but I'm trying to think what would be easier to start with.
Have to do both.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
we're going to do both. Okay, I'm down for that. Let's do it. Okay, let's present some evidence here.
Got it, boss.
He'll have a new testimony, so I'll read it aloud.
Awesome.
But if you want to go back to looking for inconsistent emotions, just let me know. I can easily switch back.
Athena, if I'm ever looking for someone with inconsistent emotions, I know exactly who to go to. Don't you worry.
I'm an expert at code switching. Switching between the code.
She did not go to work school long enough.
No. And she's never had to present her identity as anything other than what it is.
Whew. All right, here we go.
Heard crying from next door. Of course I was worried. I hurried over and opened the door to the robotics lab. But before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. I refused to hand Athena over, so I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
Okay, hang on. Let's think about that. Let's think about our evidence. You already... Okay.
It's a piece of evidence that you have consistently pointed out, and it's on the third statement.
The jacket. The third
Before
statement.
I could lead her out, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in.
Wouldn't you have been wearing the jacket in order
Or, I'm
to
sorry,
come
it's
in?
on the second statement. I am
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I hurried over and opened the door to the robotics lab. So
You hurried over and opened... Wait, hang on. Does he have the ability to open that door?
perhaps, but especially if he was a student there. But crucially, take a look at the robotics lab in the photos. Not in this one. Photo of the crime.
Photo of the crime. The ladder up.
Punko's
that's-
arm was already severed and coated in blood.
Oh, yeah.
You hurried over and opened the door to the robotics lab. How is... If we're
Oh, I'm
presenting
sorry.
here...
Sorry, hang on, sorry. We do have to tackle his emotions first.
Oh,
Oh, well, okay. That
Sorry,
would do
I was
it then.
remembering the wrong order.
Okay, I was like, I don't
Time for
see what the...
conflict.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, what the issue
Punko,
here is.
So Punko is revealed in the emotions.
Got you.
I thought we
finding
had to...
inconsistency in the statement presents evidence
That's-
to the contrary.
That's why you thought it was the third statement. It probably sticks it between
Yes.
those two statements. Is there really a contradiction in his testimony, though?
Mr. Wright? If we can't find any contradictory testimony, we could try looking
Check
for
his
inconsistent emotions.
Yeah, no, the truth isn't working. Okay, good cop, bad cop. Okay, truth, done. Trauma, in. Let's do it.
Coming right up.
Okay, you heard crying. You were
Sadness and
surprised and
surprise.
sad.
That
Makes
makes
sense. Oh no, a child's crying. I'm sad and surprised.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
very
that's emotion.
surprised, but you're not sad to see her crying. Interesting. But all you're saying at this point is you hurried over and opened the door to the robotics lab. You were very surprised. You were
Angry and surprised.
That makes
Okay, that
sense.
also makes
Like,
sense.
Oh, that.
Okay.
You are a little bit angry. Why are you...
And
We know why he's sad. He explained
Yeah,
that.
because he explained that.
So instead,
Is the anger... Wait, is he not relieved?
go to the second statement.
Okay, hang on. Let's think about this for a second. Yeah.
Why is he more surprised going in and seeing the scene than he was hearing it and not knowing about it?
That's true. Like coming
Yeah.
in and seeing that she is crying after the crying,
The-
you think he would be even more surprised.
The things that...
Be like, child that was crying. That's the sound that I heard was the sound of a child crying.
I feel like the emotions that are missing here are sad, and surprise is still a little interesting. Like, because you were actively looking for her, so why are you surprised to see her here? What are you
pinpoint-
surprised about, I guess?
Yeah, pinpoint surprise, because why is he more surprised now?
Like, what surprised you in the room? How odd. Because, like, it's okay to be surprised that Athena's there. Why are you more surprised? There's something you're not telling us that was in the room that surprised you more. Why would you register surprise at opening the door to the lab?
Alright, fine. I'll explain if I must. What surprised me was Ponko. That toy figure attacked me.
It what?
Dr. Sykes knew full well of my plan to rescue Athena. But she couldn't stand guard over her daughter 24 hours a day.
So, Dr. Sykes had Ponko do it?
That's right. She ordered Ponko to forcibly remove me on sight. So I slashed Ponko up with a katana when that was there in the lab. That rickety old puppet wasn't worthy of that fine a blade.
Mr. Wright, it's happening again. There's even more noise now.
Oh my god! He's back in the soup! It's at 100%
Ponko actually
now.
also took out a samurai blade and they had a full duel.
So, yeah, I apologize
going on
for,
here?
I thought you could do it in either order, but no, you can only, hammer home. I remember the piece of evidence, you just have to have him note Ponko first. You have to tackle
I see.
emotions first.
That makes sense. We got there.
What's going on here?
Whenever we find an opening, he covers it up with lies. We'll never get rid of the noise at this rate.
It's pretty hard to keep telling coherent lies like that. His mind and will really are sharp as a katana. All right, what should I tackle first this time? So now
Now
because
it's
his testimony has changed, now we do testimony.
Yes.
I think there might be an inconsistency in Blackwill's testimony.
All right, let's give it a thorough check then.
So this was the same as before. There's going to be, info update.
So this is now the statement to press on.
Ponko attacked me. I retaliated by cutting it to
on.
pieces. Nonsense, because there was already blood on the blade. This order doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Now we present the crime photo.
Yes. Now this makes sense. Still another funny image out of context.
Memory's got ahead of me there.
It's all good. I am going to say let's take a short break before we do this. I'm going to go use the restroom. If anyone wants to go get a snack or anything, now's the time. We will be back in like a minute and a half. BRB.
Woo.
Okay. Hello, Cassidy. So we are currently in the final trial, trying to determine if Black Quill or Athena or neither murdered Athena's mother. Currently, Black Quill, with his knowledge of psychology, is actually manipulating Athena's reads. And messing with her widget display. The noise level keeps fluctuating up and down as he continues to compound lies. So we are currently bouncing between analyzing his psychology and his emotions with testimony, because the one thing that he consistently does as he alters his testimony is he will eventually slip on one angle or the other, because he can't do both.
Yeah, he can't both be emotionally consistent about his lie and
keep the lie
be truthful about effect. Like one or the other keeps tripping him up, and it's our job to get there.
And specifically, we're doing it as a tag team with Athena.
Okay, are we all back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready to go?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Oh, it's not tabbed in. There we go. Boom.
Someone wasn't ready to go.
The game wasn't ready to go.
Exactly.
Compounding lies with more lies is never the answer, Prosecutor Blackwell. Take a look at this photo.
That's the photo of the supposed moment of the murder, is it not?
How many more times must I see that which damned me for my sin?
The ironic thing is, I think this picture is actually going to be your savior now. See the blood stain at the end of Ponko's arm, where it was severed with a katana?
I hope you aren't claiming it's the robot's blood, Mr. Wright.
No!
What kind of idiot would think that blood came from the robot?
What? No, I would never think that maybe they made the oil be that color because they're fucked up or something. No! No. Most likely, the blood was transferred there from the bloody katana.
The katana already had blood on it? So then it must have been the victim's blood.
That's right, but if that's the case, we've found a glaring inconsistency. You said in your testimony that you cut up Ponko and then you killed Dr. Sykes. But in spite of that, the victim's blood is already on Ponko's arm in this picture.
What? But that couldn't be!
Exactly. In order for the blood to have transferred from the sword to Ponko's arm, the victim must have been stabbed first before the robot was slashed. In other words, Prosecutor Blackquill, your entire testimony is nothing more than one giant ball of lies.
Got him.
Okay, do that. That didn't pick up at all, please.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell the court the truth, Prosecutor Blackquill. Now! The trick is to have a little bit, like, do something loud first to, like, pick it up first. Like, do it. Yeah.
You have no idea what you're doing.
His voice? There's so much discord.
That's what I'm saying. It keeps cutting it all out.
There's too
But
much discord. I'm hearing not just one or two, but a bunch of rampaging emotions here.
Yeah, currently our daughter is being held at gunpoint, and we are retrying the trial that was held 7 years ago. That was an open and shut case for Blackwell.
But it's also kind of like a not real trial, but also very real implications. Hence why we're in the blown up courtroom.
Regardless of if the trial is real or not, if what the trial proves could upend an extant trial that was the one that put Blackwell on death row.
Yeah. It's hard to describe. It's like a violent whirlpool or something.
Oh.
Phoenix Wright, you will pay for this. Never have I been forced to reveal so much, but the rest I'll take to my grave.
Prosecutor Blackquill, you are on the witness stand. You are obligated to tell the truth. Isn't that the rule of the courtroom?
All of these complex emotions. They seem to be flowing from one source. I think whatever he really saw that day is what's causing these feelings.
All right, let's see. Whoa!
All rampaging emotions.
Holy shit! Whoa! This is cool! Okay, following the sound of crying.
Alright, I'll read it.
Please.
Following the sound of crying, I opened the lab door. Then saw it. That terrible scene.
I'm looking at the patterns of everything, seeing if there's anything noteworthy.
But before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
You were thrilled, you were... Oh, dude, this is fascinating. What are we doing here?
So what is all of these emotions are rampaging. What is the one source that we think caused all of them?
What is the one thing... Is it all based in... Oh, I see. Is it all based in fear? Is it all based in anger? Is it all based in surprise?
It's not all based in one emotion. It's all based from one source. What one thing did he see that caused his emotions all to run rampant?
Okay. Okay.
So let's go to the scene. I saw that terrible scene.
Yeah,
Ponko is the new thing here. Ponko's the new thing here, so
however,
I guess...
Has he had a strong emotional reaction to Ponko before?
He disliked?
Who is the one person who he's had, up to this point, in his emotional testimonies, literally every emotion has been tied to this one figure?
Well, I mean, I suppose Athena, right?
It's Athena.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. We get to... Yeah, okay. Ponko, you saw Athena. What did you see Athena doing? Or what did you see happening to Athena? When you opened the door and saw Athena, you became overwhelmed by emotions. Isn't that right, prosecutor?
You should know better. Though it's pathetic, I admit I'm terrified to speak of it.
Prosecutor Blackwell, Miss Sykes is innocent. I will always believe that, with all my heart. Now, can't you find it within yourself to believe in me, too?
Believe in me to believe in her.
Athena is innocent, huh? Can you honestly say you believe that to be true, right, Dunno?
I give you my word. Now tell me what you really saw when you opened that door.
Curse you, Phoenix Wright!
What did you see? What the fuck did you see?
It was a tragedy. One I'll never forget. When I arrived at the lab, Dr. Sykes was already dead. She was lying on the operating table, while the bloody katana lay on the floor. And standing between the two, covered in blood, was Athena. She smiled with a far-off look in her eyes as she sweetly said, "Something's wrong with Mom, so I'm taking her apart to fix her."
Jesus Christ!
The worst part is that does sound like something Athena would say.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
That's what I saw, and now you have it. The truth that you were so desperately wanted.
No. Prosecutor Blackwell finally tells the truth. And this is what it is! It's beyond devastating!
I mean, it's still not technically evidence that she drove a blade. Like, he didn't say that he walked in on stabbing him.
We gotta prove it, but he's also overwhelmed by emotion. He doesn't know what happened either.
But either, yeah, exactly. I tried to take my mother apart? No! So it was me. I'm the one who killed my mother.
Athena!
I said right. The truth isn't always gritty. Murder, disassembly on an operating table, a scientist using her daughter as a guinea pig. Sadly, it appears that my theory was correct after all.
Objection!
It's true that Athena didn't like her mother's research, but you dare cast aspersions on my mentor by claiming that Athena was used in such a manner?
I mean, you also were a second ago, but...
Dr. Sykes could be awkward with people, but she loved her daughter with all her heart.
He's done lying about his emotions for that. He was using that as...
He'd lie about the legacy of a woman he respected immensely to keep her daughter safe.
Yep.
And now that that's off the table, he is not going to let that stand anymore. No, she was not she was not experimenting on her that way. That was not happening. At least that's what he's asserting here.
She loved me?
Your mother hated to see you suffer, because you could hear the voices of people's hearts. She wanted to set you free of your pain, so she worked tirelessly on her research. Do you remember those headphones you hated so much?
Yes. My head hurt every time I wore them.
No, Athena. It's just the opposite. They emitted sound waves that nullify emotional input from the voices of people around you. Your power was much stronger then than it is now. And those headphones were what enabled you to carry on with everyday life.
No! That can't be true. Then why would I have done something like that to somebody who loved me so much?
Her love for you was real. That I can guarantee. That's why I knew that when what happened had to be some kind of a mistake, I couldn't let you be punished for it. So you took the blame yourself. You and your mentor are more alike than you know. Punko was a witness, so I put it in the case, held Athena close, and vacated the lab. I threw Punko away in the boarding lounge trash chute. And I hid the case on the Space Center grounds.
Poor Ponko, Jesus.
It would seem we now have all the facts of this case.
And we're back at square one.
No! Not yet! No! It can't end like this!
Do not disgrace yourself, Mr. Wright. The truth has been revealed. Or are you the type of man to turn your back to things that disagree with you?
I'm not. But this... I can't give up now. I have to say something, anything, even if it's a bluff. I've always managed to pull through that way in the past. I have to make it work. The defense is prepared to present evidence.
Mr. Wright?
Yeah, Athena.
It's okay. You can stop now. I don't want you or anyone else to suffer any longer for my sake.
Athena, what are you saying?
I killed my own mother. That's the truth. It's just like Prosecutor Edgeworth said. We have to face it, no matter how much it hurts.
Jesus, or like...
I admit my guilt.
Just completely shutting down.
But could I please be granted just one chance to tell everyone what I recall?
It appears Miss Sykes is much braver than you, Mr. Wright. What say you, Your Honor? In light of her courage, will the court give Miss Sykes this opportunity to confess?
Very well. Then if you would, please take the stand, Miss Sykes.
And you're right, there were still psych locks on her heart. There is something she knows, but cannot say.
Thank you for letting me do this, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Because also, we're back to square one in a way where we don't now have motive. Because if we've also eliminated the possible new information that she was being abused, now we're just back to why would an 11-year-old randomly murder her mother? And that's a whole topic apart.
Yeah, and there's a couple of different possibilities of what truly happened there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as an 11-year-old, to her, all of them were, I killed her. And that stuck in her mind of I killed her, even if it was buried until now. But there is more complicated things underneath of actually this like series of events occurred that killed her, but I was in one part of that series of events, but as a kid, all that is I killed her.
Yeah.
Whew.
And thank you, Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Blackwell, for letting the truth be known. Now we can finally move forward, and everyone's suffering can come to an end.
Athena.
Prosecutor Blackwell will be cleared and the dark age of the law can come to an end. Yes, admit your guilt and bring everything to its conclusion.
I killed my mother. My memory is still a little hazy, but there's no question I remember it. I remember the weight of the weapon in my hands, and the feeling of it stabbing in deep. And I remember the warmth of her blood as it flowed down the handle onto my fingers. Your Honor, please find me guilty.
I dare say these are all memories that no one but the murderer would have.
I see. Thank you for your confession. I believe this trial has gone on long enough. But before we conclude, does anyone have a counter-argument?
Objection!
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright!
But, Mr. Wright, why? I killed her. I remember it now.
You don't remember all of it.
Any counter-argument now is pointless.
Objection!
Don't tell me you've forgotten one of the basic tenets of lawyering. Always believe in the client to the bitter end. Athena, you are not a murderer.
Objection!
I said that you never change, but could you have actually regressed in these 8 years? I won't stand for your childish emotionalism getting in the way of the truth.
Emotionalism? Don't lecture me on the matters of the heart, Hang on, sorry. Holy shit. Don't lecture me on matters of the heart, Edgeworth. If you're up, Edgeworth, European Edgeworth in Europe. Odd thing to say after the on-guard case.
I was gonna say,
You're
yeah.
saying that after the Matt on-guard incident. Multiple people
Hence
in
why-
chat pointing out.
Hence why Edgeworth's like, have you actually fucking regressed?
Oh, God. Because I can see straight into a person's soul. I've never been wrong about this. To be fair, he literally can.
Yep. Or
Here we
listen to
go.
their lies.
But the locks are still there.
Yep.
I did
yes.
a little research.
This trial's too serious for the bit.
I agree.
Once the trial is over, once we're in the post-trial bit, then we go back to the bit.
100%.
I looked into those special cyclocks you mentioned, Mr. Nick. Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you, not on purpose. For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
There's still a chance. Somewhere deep in Athena's heart, there might still be a memory that not even she knows about yet. It might be like looking for a
That's
grain
not
of
where memories are stored, you fucking idiot.
memories, heart, pee, balls. I'm a lawyer. It might be looking for a grain of sand somewhere in the cosmos, but still, that memory might contain a new fact that could prove her innocence.
I hope for everyone's sake that you're not just bluffing again, Mr. Wright. Now then, is there or is there not a problem with Miss Sykes' confession?
My memory's still a little hazy, but there's no question I remember it. I remember the weight of the weapon in my hands, and the feeling of it stabbing in deep. And I remember the warmth of her blood as it flowed down onto the handle onto my finger.
There's definitely something wrong with her memory of the event. I can just tell.
I mean, that's not where the blood was. It was
Yep,
just on the tip
I
of
was
the
gonna
sword.
say, already an immediate contradiction.
Yeah.
If there's
Only
a
on the
problem with
blade.
her confession, please prove it to this court now. Okay, and I believe this is where your funny bit of dialogue is coming up. I am willing to take the L on taking a little bit of damage in order to see it.
Isn't that the katana the defendant used to kill the victim, Mr. Wright?
I respectfully and vehemently disagree, Your Honor.
But I remember it. I remember holding the weapon and getting blood on my fingers.
That's exactly my point. If blood really did get on your fingers while you were holding it, there should be blood on the handle. But please, focus on the handle of this sword. There's not a trace of blood on it. And therefore, this is clearly a contradiction of the facts.
You're right. Oh my god, who did I kill then?
Oh my!
Objection!
Who did I kill
The
then?
defendant must have simply confused a portion of her memories. She mentioned it was hazy to begin with, and we can't mull over every minor detail.
I get it, because she was a kid at the time.
Haha. Edgeworth, I love you. You're also there's a fact we cannot ignore.
In that case, why don't you explain what this contradiction with her memories means?
Gladly. Just give me a sec to think of something. I want to say that Athena didn't stab anyone, but she did say herself she remembers the feeling of committing the act. Think, Phoenix, think. What could the contradiction with Athena's memories mean? Okay,
Wiped
here
off
we
the
go.
weapon.
The blood was wiped off the weapon. The blood was wiped off the handle.
What?
Uh-oh. I got the humph treatment. Oh no, he humphed. Oh no, itchy.
I shouldn't have to explain the implications of your own argument to you, right? But, all your claim suggests is that Miss Sykes wiped the blood off herself after the fact.
I knew that.
I know that bluffing your way through things is your calling card, but your credibility phoned just now and told me to tell you to put a sock in it.
Damn, he really does got that Prozac joke.
Oh!
Yes, Daddy! Yes, Daddy! Oh, holy shit.
Again?
Loves those Prozac jokes. He was like, damn, now I do kind of want to be brought off to jail. I feel like I just witnessed a crime.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling
Yes,
us to do
Daddy.
that. Oh,
That's worth every bit of psychic damage
Ball
that'll do
picks.
to Phoenix.
Volpix, thank you. Oh. Yes, Daddy. What could the contradiction with Athena's memories mean? The defendant used a different weapon. Miss Sykes said blood flowed down the handle, but the katana's handle is spotless. So doesn't it follow that the defendant must have used a weapon other than the katana?
What are you up to this time?
This is it. This time I found just the thing to end Athena's nightmare for good. The weapon that took Dr. Sykes' life was the katana. That much is for sure. So, if I can show a possibility that Athena didn't use the katana, it could help me prove her innocent.
A different weapon, you say? What weapon would that be exactly?
Right, of course you would ask that.
I can see you're floundering, Mr. Wright. Did you speak without thinking, again, as always?
How does he do that? Put it back down, not here, not now. That's right. I did speak up without thinking. Because it's so obvious. It doesn't require any thought. I see what I did there.
What did you say? Did you just say that thinking is bad?
Did you say that? Did you say that to me?
I'm saying this is so easy you don't have to think about it. We hear gunshots through the robot. Okay, so maybe that was an exaggeration, but there has to be something. Yes, Aura was absolutely ready to execute one of the hostages until she heard Daddy and went, oh, fun, interesting.
Oh, it's like that
Yowie.
with you two.
I like
Like
the
all
idea.
good
If
Like
you
all
told
good
me you worn a
lesbians,
silly
I'm
little
obsessed.
accessory, I would have known.
Like all good lesbians.
Like all good lesbians, I'm obsessed with yaoi.
And I like the idea she did not know they were, like, there was tension between them until that comment. She was like, wait a minute, could this be gay? I hadn't even thought about that.
He's just so boring and fugly looking that I hadn't even considered he might be gay.
He has no style and yet he's gay?
The most riskless gay man in America, Japan. Okay, but maybe there was exaggeration. There has to be something. Was there some other bladed weapon in the robotics lab that day? Maybe there's something in one of the crime scene photos. Wait a minute. There is something. There's a high probability that that was in the lab. I don't have that particular weapon here in evidence right now, but I do have a piece of evidence just like it. That's the knife, right? The utility knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, because here are two things. One, those are technically standard issue, could be anywhere around here. Two, there is quite literally a capsule that is at both crime scenes that could theoretically have transported an object from one place to another to have them be consistent. So
Three, if there's a possibility that this was the same person who also committed the crime at the actual, well, I guess it wasn't the actual launch bay, at the museum, or I guess it was at, whatever, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
the other crime we're investigating. If that person also did that, it makes sense that they may have stick to the same weapon, even subconsciously.
True. Like, they felt it was
Like,
apt
out
or
of
appropriate,
convenience.
or like, I know that I will have this available and that this is enough to work. Yeah.
Yep.
I do have a piece of evidence just like it. Other than the katana, this is another blade that may have been at the crime scene. I'm curious if there's literally anything else that... Oh, it would be so funny to suggest the earring.
Fucking Sailor Moon ass earring.
To instead suggest the scene, the photo of the crime scene.
At the crime scene, there was the...
I'm still all in. Black Quill did it.
Sorry, Black Quill, but I like Athena more than you. Anyways, knife.
It just makes him seem cooler if he did it.
Oh, that's the murder weapon in the Clay Terran case. Yep. This is the knife that took Mr. Terran's life, but there must have been a knife just like this at that scene 7 years ago as well. Toolkits containing utility knives like these are the ones issued, no worries, are the ones issued to Space Center employees. It's okay, Athena, you're traumatized, you can cough.
I hit M thinking that it would mute, because usually that happens, and all I did was type the letter M in the chat.
Yeah, that would do it. That is what that would do. You are so right.
No, that was Aura, absolutely. The robot just said out loud, M, and you just hear it from the other end on the mic a cough.
Fuck, damn it.
And a robotics lab especially would naturally have one of these around. They're just utility knives, it's for cutting boxes open.
But besides the katana, no other bladed weapon was found at the site. And I ask you, who possibly has pockets deep enough to take a knife with them?
Yeah, imagine...
Have a deep enough pocket
Think
for
about
a pocket
that.
knife.
Have you thought about that, Phoenix?
With your big brainium.
I'm
need more light in here.
Okay, am I making it too obvious that I'm helping you? I mean, no. It could not be the knife.
That
And if it's
impossible.
not, then what do you think it also might be?
Of course I knew you were helping me, Daddy. Once you told me just now.
Then here's something else you already knew. There was a toolkit at the scene, but it didn't contain any blades. Here is a photo of its contents.
There is a capsule there.
Hmm.
Oh. You're right, I don't see any kind of bladed tool.
Which means it was never there. There's just a nice empty spot.
That's their logo, and it's supposed to, yeah, this is all supposed to be rearranged in this, and it would go between these two where the original thing is supposed to be to spell out their whole logo.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fine, but isn't there something odd about the design on these handles?
Therefore, there was no other bladed weapon in the room.
Objection!
I disagree. This toolkit contained a knife. Also, Square, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can just like go in a circle like that. I don't know why Edgeworth does that, but it's funny.
God forbid a girl have hobbies. And what proof do you have of that?
Don't tell me your eye for art is failing you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, God.
You are the last person in the entire world who should be criticizing my aesthetic sense.
That is truly like the most honest cutting thing
I
he's ever
will
said.
fucking kill you.
Yeah, we hear once again from the robot, M! Oh, God, just fuck already! Damn it! Okay, now, he is simply watching out for your ocular health. Please proceed, Mr. Wright.
He kept saying, why does everyone care about the jewels stolen from the Lavery? And I kept trying
Lavery?
It's fine. I'm medicated. It's fine.
Okay. I'm okay.
It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
What do they want to wear that jewelry for? Why are they taking that from the Lavery?
Notice that the handles of each of these tools have a sort of design on them.
Oh, I see that they do, but what significance does that have?
It's clear that one of the tools is missing from this kit. If we rearrange the tools into a specific pattern, we might be able to tell which part of the overall design is missing.
Is that the theory your pitiful sense of aesthetics helped you come up with?
Edgeworth?
Huh?
Just let it go, man!
That is his nerve. That's not a nerve, that's his nerve. And
Yeah.
you went and you tickled it.
Yeah, Edgeworth is
that.
doing this with his finger on the nerve right now. He is spinning that finger right on top of that nerve. Just because the knife wasn't in the toolkit doesn't mean it wasn't somewhere else. I think it's the capsule. I think it was stashed in the Hope capsule. That's my guess.
Oh, because if the person who did the murder all that time ago stuck it in the Hope capsule, they could have taken it out again knowing it was still there in order to do the second murder.
And it might not be the only thing that was in the Hope capsule. There might have been multiple objects stashed in there. Or it is possible it has been used once again to stash an object in after it was used last time.
That also makes so much sense why the rock would be stolen, if it has nothing to do with the actual value of the rock, but to do with the value of the space it was taking up.
Yeah, that the murder weapon was in there that would have implicated someone else in the crime.
Yeah, I've got to get this rock out so I can stick something else in there. Which just means, I don't know, I'll just get this rock out of here.
Alright, here we go.
Show the court then, if you would. What pattern or design would we see if we were to rearrange the tools?
Can I use the pamphlet?
No.
Oh,
the Gaxa. Yep.
The Gaxa?
The
robots with a heart.
Okay,
right
yeah, because the logo's right
well,
there.
And also
Brilliant.
it's literally the exact same logo. It's the same black, white, and red.
That makes sense,
exact
yeah.
same color.
And what design is this supposed to represent?
The Gyaxia logo, Your Honor. It's all on the Space Center's documents and pamphlets. The spy stashed the red intel inside of the capsule. Just ask an employee at this point. We literally they have so few employees. We have been just going through them. Yeah, they are legitimately mostly staffed by robots, who we are also cross-examining. It's all on the Space Center documents, logos, and pamphlets, logos, documents, papers. As you're aware, Gyaxia is the program that operates Cosmos Space Center.
Look how brightly the Gyaxa logo shines in the sunlight above the entranceway. I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going.
Gyaxia, huh? Is that the new name of the Federal Space Research and Development Program? Interesting. Federal, huh?
Oh, I think I see it now, but...
Yes, with just the tools shown in this photo, you are Mr. Gay. The red A shows that part of the logo is missing. And this is where the murder weapon from the Terran case comes into play. If we were to place the utility knife into the open slot, baboom.
This has also reminded me of the spy aspect of all this. So it does.
Yes,
it
the spy and the
more
phantom are
sense.
probably the same thing. The phantom that Black
Yeah.
Will's been chasing and the spy are probably one and the same thing.
And it makes sense that both of these murders were committed like in a tied together feat of espionage rather than that like an 11-year-old girl randomly decided to kill and then coincidentally with the same weapon 7 years later.
Yeah, it might have actually been the person who was developing like mass robotics was being killed for spy reasons. And that's you're very right about that.
Unless Athena is a spy, in which case, go get it, girl.
Space Center is worried about budget, yet they're the ones getting custom tooled tools. Why do you think they're worried about budget? They blew it on stupid shit like this. It would complete the Gyaxia logo.
So it would. Then that means...
Admit it, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. My aesthetic sense is keener than yours. Huh, and while you're at it, admit that the weapon Miss Sykes used could have been this one.
You didn't think you took any real psychic damage at this trial?
Order in this court.
Miss Sykes confessed having a memory of, quote, stabbing the victim. Admittedly, Miss Sykes most likely did stab someone using the utility knife. However, the weapon used to kill Dr. Sykes was the katana. Therefore, the act of...
Did she stab the spy?
She might have. Therefore, the act of stabbing that Miss Sykes remembers couldn't have been that of Dr. Sykes.
So that makes so much more sense if she was trying to repair her mom. If someone came in and she watched her mother being murdered and stabbed the person and then the person got away, it makes way more sense that then she'd be like, oh God, mommy's dying. I've got to fix her, so I'm going to put her on the table. And then
I'm going to try and help her, yeah.
Yeah.
We also have the robot going haywire angle of this, but we don't know how much of that is true. So
it's also possible the robot was the spy, like being hacked.
Yeah, exactly. Something to that effect.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I still have a theory. I still have a tragic theory, but...
Very well. Let's suppose for a minute that Miss Sykes did use the utility knife. Tell me, how does that change anything?
Come again?
What if the katana was only being used as a decoy to conceal the true murder weapon?
Which technically does align with what we're saying. Or I guess
What if the real weapon that took the victim's life was the utility knife?
Yeah, I think you might be right. Don't be ridiculous, or are you changing the premise of your entire argument? I think I might have just caught on to something here, because if you're right, Marina, if this little girl in a panic did just, like, grab a knife, run and stab whoever did this, and that's the jacket that has the cut in it, and it's the jacket that's now been on display behind glass, unable to be registered all of this time. If that, like, I would really be interested to see if that jacket were scanned, if that is actually Dr. Sykes' jacket or not. Like, if one of the robots were to scan it, check the ID tag, what if it's somebody else's? What if someone else got stabbed, took Sykes' coat with them as they left? Instead, like, took the non-stabbed coat.
That's entirely possible, because it can't... And also, we've been treating the katana like it was the murder weapon out of convenience. But if you think about it from the perspective of it being one of her, like, personal belongings, there's something, like, deeply personal about that in a way that does not feel like something an 11-year-old, even her own daughter, would come up with, if that makes sense. Like, using her own display katana to kill her feels very personal.
When there is a child-sized knife right nearby, you could be using much easier instead.
Yep.
Don't be ridiculous.
Knife.
Child-sized knife. For child.
I'm merely offering a hypothetical situation derived from your logic.
What a little stinker. What a little
stinger. I don't have any of that.
Miss Sykes could have put blood on the katana to make it look like the murder weapon. And then concealed the knife on her personage until Black Quill carried her away.
That does clear up the contradiction between Miss Sykes' memories and the evidence.
If, in fact, the murder weapon is the utility knife, then fate has dealt you a very cruel hand.
Then why would there be blood on the katana?
For you have just proven the knife's existence to the rest of us with your own logic.
I want to point out something as well. There is blood on this knife. There is blood on this knife, right?
Yes.
It has the victim's blood on it. This is the knife from Clay Terran's murder.
Yes.
Was there blood on this knife
Already
before Clay Terran was murdered? Because if there wasn't, then if what she stabbed with, if she felt stabbing and she felt something spilling out, maybe she did not stab someone. Like, maybe we could test for old blood.
That could be a way to try to get rid of this evidence too. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, make it a murder weapon in a different case. If that gets rid of the evidence, make it a murder weapon in a completely different case. Holy shit, that might be exactly what happened.
Especially if maybe someone was getting a little wise to what was happening. Someone who worked there.
Oh, God.
Objection!
The prosecution is attempting to lead the court.
You're the one attempting to lead the court, Mr. Wright.
No, you.
By forcing us to forget the facts of this case. Need I remind you that there were only 2 people in the lab at the time of the murder, and that the defendant herself recalls stabbing someone with her own hands?
No.
It matters not whether the murder weapon was a katana or a utility knife. As long as we know that the victim and the defendant were the only ones there, you cannot escape the fact that it was Athena Sykes who killed her own mother.
Edgeworth herding us like a sheep, too. As long as you don't establish a third party was there, Phoenix, as long as you don't do that...
Phoenix!
I don't believe it! What am I gonna do? Oh, Christ. Why does this keep happening?
If only there was a third person here, right? Right?
Oh, but there isn't! There just isn't! You're so right, Edgeworth!
I would be better at a competent woman.
God damn it.
Every time I find a contradiction, it vanishes and the suspicion keeps coming back! It's almost as if...
Now you're finally starting to get it. Your contradictions keep vanishing because the charge is true. And the suspicion keeps coming back to the defendant because that's where it belongs. Phoenix Wright, when will you open your eyes and accept the truth? Damn, bitch, you good?
Oh, it can't be true. What? And yeah, Edgeworth is like currently flinching backwards, like, Jesus Christ, Nick, I was trying to lead you to an obvious conclusion. You're having a mental breakdown. Fuck.
And this is what I have to deal with? This is what I'm given?
It's been 20 minutes. Phoenix needs to scream again. I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, this is why I took the desk work.
You know, wouldn't the government who covered up the Hat One disaster have a part in handling this? Very possibly. There might be some government involvement here that will, like, break in at the very end. Like, Bobby Fulbright comes in, it's like, all right, everything shut down, everyone's innocent, bye.
Yep.
No questions.
Like, hey, everyone, for some reason all of my higher-ups are telling me to shut this down, but that feels really wrong. Someone please do something about this.
We need to find the truth, guys.
Mr. Wright, you fought a good fight, and I think you've done all you can do.
Is giving up really the only option? No! Step out of it, Phoenix! What's the matter with you? Giving into doubt? I can't look back. Forward's the only way to go. I'm my own strong woman, Your Honor.
What?
What? Right. What?
I can't lose sight of what's important. I believe in Athena, and I'll always believe in her to the very end. A defense lawyer never gives up on his client, or hers. I have to pick myself up and stand firm. Make that brain of yours work, Phoenix. If I don't see a way, then I have to go back and look for one. Time to rethink this case thoroughly, from the ground up. All right, here we go again. I do like this mechanic.
Me too.
I concede the fact that Athena must have stabbed someone with the utility knife. That must have been what Punko witnessed as Athena's hug. Was someone else wearing her coat? Was someone else wearing her coat? And that's why they would register.
Only IDs people by tags.
Was someone else wearing her coat? Oh my god. That must have been what Punko witnessed as Athena's hug.
Well, because that goes along with what you were saying with why the coat would have been put
behind glass
up
somewhere
there,
safe.
Because even if that is like the correct coat, if there's any sort of bodily evidence on that, like potentially any blood that could have come from being stabbed, lock it up, seal it up.
Yep, just lock it away. Don't have to worry about it anymore. It said it's a piece of brave. Holy Mother of Mind Palette. Yeah, this shit is actually really cool. I like this. But Prosecutor Blackquill didn't see the knife at the scene. That means that someone must have removed it from the lab before he arrived. Who could have taken the utility knife from the lab? Athena, Metis.
It has to be someone else.
Yeah, there has to be a third party, and we know there's a third party involved, so it is someone else. A third person was at the scene. Jesus, Phoenix, you finally got there. If I trust in Athena, I have to conclude there was a third party at the scene. But, according to Punko's testimony, Athena and her mother were the only two there. So then how did this third person manage to escape Punko's detection? I know. This person must have fooled Punko's facial recognition feature by covering their own face.
Yep.
They have to. It's the only way. Yep. But wait a minute. Punko has a heartbeat detection system too. Even if they covered their own face, Punko would have still detected their presence, but she wouldn't have been able to tell who they were. Wait, that's it! The culprit could have covered their face and posed as which person? Meta Sykes.
Yep.
The only person that's left.
Meta Sykes.
If Metis could have been there but already been dead, because if Athena doesn't
Possibly.
specifically remember
Very
all the
possibly.
details, Punko wouldn't have registered that was another person, because wouldn't have registered a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's just a corpse now. Corpse with face covered. Not wearing a coat. If the culprit posed as the victim, that would explain why Punko thought only she and Athena were there. All they had to do was take advantage of Punko's basic face recognition features. The culprit used this in order to pose as the victim. Her jacket. No, she that printed out photo she has on the desk. Aura put that over her face. That's definitely what happened. 1000%. Because it was definitely Aura. Obviously.
Aura did it. Yeah.
The culprit could have posed as the victim by wearing her jacket with the ID tag on it. But that still leaves the heartbeat detection system. How did the culprit get around that? It wouldn't have worked if Punko could detect the real Dr. Sykes' heartbeat too. So does that mean that the real Dr. Sykes was already dead by that time? If that's the case, then who did Athena stab?
The real
culprit. You got it, Marina. Your theory was right.
Yep.
That's it!
We'll see if my other half of the theory is correct.
We'll see. The person who Athena stabbed wasn't Dr. Sykes. It was the person who murdered her and then pretended to be her. The real culprit!
Now that Mr. Wright has finally finished thinking, let us bring this to a swift end.
Yeah, did that look to everyone like Phoenix just like doing what Apollo in the concept art on the collage down there is doing?
Yes.
Stabbed!
Dad! Please give us your verdict, Your Honor, so that we can move on to hostage negotiations.
You are absolutely right, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I hear... Oh, okay, fuck you then. I didn't say I was finished. I was only pausing for a second, because I realized something so shocking I had to take a break to digest it. But now I know for a fact that Miss Sykes is innocent.
But Ponko saw me. She witnessed the moment of the crime.
Yes, Ponko did witness something. She saw the hug. In other words, the moment you used the utility knife. But the person you stabbed wasn't your mother.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright?
The answer is simple. The person Miss Sykes stabbed was a third person posing as Dr. Sykes.
What?
Oh, I tasted blood on that one, shit.
It's not good. Do you really expect us to swallow that, Mr. Wright?
Holy shit.
According to the robot's statements, there was no third person there. Did you really think I wouldn't see through your ludicrous grab for time?
After all we've been through, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm disappointed. Don't you know by now that this smile of mine means I have absolute confidence?
Huh. You make that pose all the time, regardless of the facts.
Klonko's strange malfunction.
Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Terran? That's Apollo you're talking to.
Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Don't think deeper about that. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost. Don't think deeper about that either.
I see now. I see. That was another case of mistaken identity caused by a jacket ID tag, all because Klonko couldn't read Apollo's facial features due to that eye patch. Like Mr. Edgeworth said, a mask could nullify the robot's facial recognition, and then all the person would have to do is wear a jacket with the victim's ID tag to pose as her.
All the ridiculous theories. What good would a silly disguise like that do? Have you forgotten that the robot also has a heartbeat detection system? If there was a third person at the scene, the robot would have detected them.
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but that doesn't count for much, I'm afraid. Because by that time, Dr. Sykes' heart had already stopped beating.
What?
So, does that mean?
Yes, Your Honor. The person Miss Sykes stabbed. This third person who was posing as Dr. Sykes is her mother's real killer.
But that's... impossible!
Edgeworth wanted to get one in, too. Yeah, he's recovering right now. He's in afterglow. He's happy.
Mask? The person I stabbed was wearing a mask.
Order in this courtroom, Miss Sykes. Did you say something?
Mask?
That mask!
Mask on the wall! The mask on the wall! Yes, I remember.
Athena?
Yeah, because she wouldn't have needed the mask until after. Like, because it would just need to be, like, detecting that one person is there. So you wouldn't. There's no reason to have the mask beforehand. If you were grabbing the katana, you could also grab the mask.
Yeah. Athena, what is it? Oh?
Is that one of those broken? I remember a man with the mask. How could he... What did he do to my mother? My head.
Miss Sykes, are you alright?
No.
Oh. The black Cyclops. They're breaking!
Or at least rattling.
Oh shit.
Oh. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Oh shit! I expected one of those at a time, but okay.
It's all coming back to me. Everything happened the day my mother was murdered.
Okay. Tell us, Athena. They're gone! The Black Cyclops are finally gone! You didn't really stab your mother, did you? It's alright, Athena. Just tell us what you saw that day.
I was drawing a picture. When I was done, I went to show it to my mom. I opened the door, and then...
It's alright. I'm right here. You're safe, Athena.
She was on the floor by the workbench, with the katana sticking out of her. There was a handkerchief over her face, but I knew it was her by her clothes. And there was a man there.
Man?
Quiet, Your Honor! Go on, Athena.
He tried to attack me. In a panic, I grabbed the knife that was there and... He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
An injury in the back of the hand. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to
We've
remember
been
every
playing this game for a
character.
year. Injury in the back of the
Yes.
hand. Huh?
We have, yes.
I swear, please tell me that it's not Fulbright. He's always wearing gloves.
He is always wearing gloves, isn't he?
Oh no! Is
Wait.
Fulbright a spy?
Wait, no!
Is he a sleeper agent?
He is always wearing gloves, isn't he?
He's always wearing
He's at least a
gloves.
suspect. He's been involved in every case. He's the reason we're here.
He's the reason we're here.
He's literally to blame for fucking all of this.
I mean,
I'm-
he's kind of the textbook,
And
like...
he
I
was-
was just following orders, isn't he?
He was conflicted the whole time on the case, and we never got a resolution to that. He was upset and
I was trying to
conflicted
think
the
of
whole
characters that are
time.
wearing gloves, and that was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh my god. Okay, if it turns out it's not Fulbright and we're just forgetting someone, I'm gonna be so mad at you, Austin. But and then later we'll find it hilarious. But
I think you should find it hilarious now because I'm fucking with you.
oh god damn it!
Yeah. Well, of course. But it's still really funny. I love the idea that, like, he knows he's a spy and he has this huge sense of justice, but only now
Hey.
he's feeling, like, a little bit conflicted about it.
I don't think Austin's joking. I don't think Austin's joking is the thing. I don't think Austin's joking.
You think it's actually Fulbright?
I think it might actually be Fulbright because
So, I
Chat-
don't remember every character that does and doesn't wear gloves. I only just remember Fulbright, but... Yeah, because I have another theory that makes way more fucking sense. But
who is it?
we'll see.
Who is your other theory?
What's your other
Okay,
theory?
so I had tragic Yuri theory, which was funny in my mind because that can mean two different things. So the it does and doesn't make sense that it's Aurora, that it's Aura, because on the one hand, she does feel like a spy. That's not definitive evidence.
Yeah.
She feels like a spy, but also, the elements that were used in the murder felt deeply personal. But also, some of the evidence that we have, the fact that she escaped using the ladder, presumably that's how the person escaped, period, because they weren't seen on camera, which would mean someone would have had to have, and we know that she knows how to use that. The fact that the lighter of Athena's was likely planted at the other crime scene, or the Athena with the lighter with her fingerprints, and the fact that
Fulbright burst in at the last minute with the lighter. Oh my god.
He's the reason we're here.
He's the reason we're here.
Who were you thinking other than Yuri? Or sorry,
was
other than Aura.
Once the
Or
only
Yuri.
reason that came crashing in on me, other than the fact that I'm like, why specifically would she be trying to have this trial right now and not stop us when we're trying to not convict Athena suddenly?
Because that was my thought at first too. Yeah, was that she is trying to like, no, I was pinning it on her, and you didn't do it right. Do the trial and make it Athena's
start yelling
fault.
about that now. So
yeah,
that was
exactly.
going to make me question this. And then also the fact that it seems like she's pretty adamant that it's a man. Not that Aura
exactly.
disguising her body, but she's
but
like
there's no more Cyclops. Like Athena
Yeah.
is certain it was a man, and
the image that we saw seemed like it was a pretty well-built man, like Bobby Fulbright.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this might actually have been fucking Fulbright. Oh my god. Okay.
Can you fucking imagine if that turned out to be true, though?
Injustice we trust.
Injustice we trust. That motherfucker. We trusted him the whole time, and he's turned his back on us.
Been doing this the whole time. This is you.
And he kicked me, and I passed out.
Tilly New Knife updated. To stab the Phantom's hand during the incident 7 years ago.
When I came to, my mom wasn't moving. Oh, the other reason that I suspected Yuri Cosmos, as in like the other part of the Yuri thing, was it's possible he could have been like taking money from a foreign government in order to try and like
fund
he
the
may have
Space
been
Center.
selling secrets of the research center in order to get more money for the center.
He may be that may still be a part of it. It's just he might not have directly committed murder, but that may be a part
That's
of
why
the
I was calling
motive.
it Tragic Yuri in my brain, because it's either Tragic Yuri, like the trope, in that it's one woman killing the other woman, or it's Yuri Cosmos, so it's like Tragic Yuri. We'll see. Of course it's Bobby Fulbright, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I had to do something. I had to fix her. I thought... So I asked Ponko to move her to the operating table. Something's wrong with Mom, so I'm taking her apart to fix her.
So that's why she said that. Your Honor, as you can see, the defendant has just given us critical new testimony. A man was there before Ms. Sykes arrived. A man who covered the victim's face and put on the victim's jacket. This man is the real culprit.
Miss Sykes, do you have any idea who this man was?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
A few moments ago, Miss Sykes mentioned a mask. Athena, can you tell us anything else about that?
Yes, the mask. It was my mom's Japanese theater mask.
You could say kabuki mask, it's okay. We're in good company, it's fine.
I think it was the one hanging on the wall of the lab.
Ah, this mask hanging on the wall.
Kind of spooky, that mask. My mom used to tell me that a no mask even has the power to turn an ordinary human being into a phantom.
Oh my god.
Of course the fucking weeb would be like,
Phantom?
I've been chasing a phantom. You know, like no mask possess. We all know that, right?
Everyone's heads in the courtroom, including the audiences, turn simultaneously to Black Quill. Like, all at once. Like,
That's the other thing I was going to ask, is that, I mean, we're simply trying to get him off, but he wears gloves, doesn't he?
I don't think he has a hand injury.
He wears gloves, doesn't he? He wears gloves, doesn't he? I love that you're already... Hey, we're trying to get this guy off, but like...
He wears gloves.
Are we, though?
He wears gloves. What's he trying to hide under there?
Because we might not
Everyone
be
show us your hands. Every man in this room, show us your hands.
It would seem that a new suspect has emerged.
That's a really good point, by the way, Square. Why would Yuri tell us a spy did it unless he genuinely thought that and was not involved? Why would Yuri...
wear gloves.
Does Apollo have a hand injury?
Move on.
I don't think
His
so.
entire body's covered.
Yeah.
That means all suspicion against Miss Sykes...
Is this Aura? Yeah, we're not done here.
You see, this is precisely why I can't trust the court system. Athena Sykes is the murderer. I won't accept any other verdict.
Miss Black Quill! This isn't good.
A new suspect? Where's the proof this person ever existed? Who says it wasn't all just a dream in the little princess's groggy little head?
Ugh. She's right. We don't have any hard evidence of the masked man's existence.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I'll never be able to repay you for all you've done. But I'm fine now, because I can say with certainty that I didn't kill my mother.
Athena! Damn, I'm so glad for you. Edgeworth is giving a thumbs up from a distance with a now slightly more empty bottle of Prozac. Glad it worked for you. Good.
What is he? He's mouthing. Is he mouthing "slay girl boss" at me? Oh, he is a boomer. More and more memories are coming back now, so I'd like to say one thing if I could.
Okay.
Punko came to the robotics lab at around 2 p.m. to recharge.
I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge. Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and hugged Mommy Metis. And then Mommy Metis fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything.
I see where you're going with this. If Mommy Metis was really the killer in disguise.
Right. Then he must have come to the robotics lab before 2 p.m.
Do I have anything in here, evidence, that can help me find this person who came to the lab before 2 p.m.? Do we have records? Do we have logs? What do we have? Time of death between 1 and 3 p.m. Bless you.
Thank you.
That fits with the idea that prior to this, she was already dead. Prior to 2 p.m.
True. Who, do we have any proof? The photographer! There was a photographer there! Who else? Someone took this photo! There were people there.
Security?
No, yeah, remember, there was a journalist. They were doing an interview. This was a photo they happened to take. Is the photo of the crime the evidence?
Is it Bobby Fulbright?
Check the 7-year-old video.
That somebody else was here before. The victim's was found in the operating theater.
7-year-old video.
And a cart were found nearby.
I mean, the mask is in this picture, if that's what...
Moonrock was stolen.
No, hang on. Video, not photos.
7-year-old video. Well, just taking the case out.
Check the description.
Blackwell was the only one to pass through at the time of the crime.
At the time of the crime is crucial detail. They never checked beforehand.
Yeah, we're saying, like, where's the footage that we can see?
Yes, if he came in before, we have only the footage of the crime time.
Oh, why don't we roll the footage back earlier? I see what you're saying.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
Because we've now proven the possibility that the crime could have been committed earlier than we originally thought.
So let's check, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
This is Prosecutor Blackwell leaving the scene after the incident at around 3 p.m. What I'm wondering is, does the video show anyone else passing by there before then?
I don't see anything in the investigation report. It looks like they didn't check.
Just as I thought. So if we rewind the footage and go back to around 2 p.m., we should be able to see the true culprit leaving the scene.
Very well then, let's take a look.
Oh yeah, because I just assumed that they left via the emergency escape, but...
Right there, stop it right there. Oh my fucking god, Jesus Christ.
It's just like you said,
There's a man leaving at the scene of the crime. I'd normally chalk this up to police incompetence, but that's a very Fulbright-shaped face, let me tell you. That's a very Fulbright 7 years ago shaped face.
That's a very slender-looking man.
That's a very face.
It can't be Apollo. He was a child at this point.
Oh, so this is too tall to be Apollo?
Yeah.
Also true.
Yeah, that cannot be Apollo.
There's a man leaving the scene of the crime.
Miss Sykes, do you remember this person?
That's him, I'm sure of it. He's wearing my mother's jacket. But what I really wanted was to see was her jacket.
That jacket on display. That's Dr. Sykes's?
Can you see it? There's a slash I made with the utility knife that day. Plus a stab to the hand. And I'm sure that knife is under that jacket somewhere.
So then, everything Miss Sykes said.
Exactly. It proves that Ms. Sykes' memory was correct. Dr. Sykes' killer arrived at the robotics lab before 2 p.m. He killed her and hit her face with a handkerchief. Then he disguised himself with Dr. Sykes' jacket and mask that were there in the lab.
The culprit probably knew beforehand that Ponko charged up at 2 p.m. every day. Which would imply someone that
Someone has internal knowledge, so yeah, there's other people this could be.
So he waited for Ponko to come to the lab for her regular recharge.
By leaving Dr. Sykes' jacket on, the culprit tricked Ponko into thinking he was Dr. Sykes, thereby making it look like she was alive up to that point in time. I just want to check one thing real quick. No, can't be him. All to disguise the real time of death.
Objection.
It's a nice theory, Mr. Wright, but I'm afraid that it's just not possible.
What? Why not? The victim's jacket is clearly visible right there in the video.
And that right there is precisely the problem.
Oh, because it was...
The ID tag on the jacket at the scene confirms beyond doubt that it belonged to the victim.
Yeah, it was found at the scene.
If the person who left the lab truly was wearing the victim's jacket...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Then how could it possibly have wound up back at the crime scene?
Good question, because even if they switched badges, like, if they were wearing the coat, why would they have brought their own coat?
Here's a question.
Because that definitely had the cut
Who was first on the scene?
That's true.
This is the crime scene photo. Who was first on the scene?
If the person very quickly swapped the coat they were already wearing for someone else's coat, for her coat, and then was wearing her coat to trick everything. But then it wouldn't explain why she left with the cut if the cut was still...
I still think it was Fulbright, and I think that Fulbright dropped the coat, arrived on the scene, placed the coat on the floor.
He's got that robotics knowledge?
I think he was told. If he's a spy, he was told what to do.
Clearly he does, yeah. I just think that was a pretty slender-looking person.
And that was also 7 years ago when he was in his early 20s.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe she's yours now.
That doesn't make sense. Edgeworth's right. If the culprit was wearing the jacket, how did it get back to the lab? The killer brought it back. That's the only explanation, right? The killer had the jacket, the killer brought it back. I can't think of another one.
I suppose it's possible. If it's that would have to be someone who would... It would make sense that they're there, like someone who worked there.
The killer used the jacket as a disguise to make his escape, but in order to conceal the fact, he had to get the jacket back to the crime scene.
Maybe that means they're on the tape again.
So the culprit simply returned to the robotics lab later and planted it there. Contradiction resolved.
Except that it would have been impossible. The only people who came to the robotics lab after the killer...
The police?
Were Prosecutor Blackwell and the people who reported the body.
Police wouldn't have been there
before they claimed that the jacket was there when they arrived.
Okay, cool. All right, so it wasn't the police dropping it off there. Let's see.
So, when do you propose this mysterious man of yours had the chance to return the jacket?
A puzzling question indeed.
When did the culprit have a chance to bring the jacket back?
When the body was found.
Yeah, that's the only time, when the body was found.
If it was one of those people.
The only time the culprit could have returned the jacket was when the body was found.
Mr. Wright, do you realize the implication of that argument?
Mm-hmm.
I do. Most people, when they come across a murder, focus their attention on the body. The culprit could have taken advantage of that split second to plant the jacket. In other words, the true culprit of this case, the man known as the Phantom, was one of the first people to discover the body.
I never would have thought of that. I gotta do my murders different, man. Ooh.
There's a reason you smack the gavel and we smack the facts.
Exactly.
Order in this court! What is the meaning of this? Hit me with some facts, Edgeworth.
The body was discovered and reported by a group of 3 people.
Okay, who are we working with?
They were there to collect the space probe's capsule in preparation for the Hat 1 launch. One of those people had a special bag to transport the capsule in.
Oh, you mean the shock-resistant bag?
Oh, big enough to stick a code in?
Correct.
Big enough to block
I
an ID
suppose
jacket? An ID
I
tag?
suppose that if the jacket was in that bag, it could have been returned to the scene of the crime without anyone noticing. I'll see to it that you get the reports on those 3 people.
Yeah, I'm deathly curious who those people are. You will?
I have an idea who one of them is.
We should also check the facial recognition database for that robot.
We should also check the fascist recognition database, which we just discovered looking through. What the fuck is that, Aura?
If this person felt the need to hide his face with the theater mask, it might mean that his facial data was once registered.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Get through one word.
I have to admit, I believe Miss Sykes' memories to be credible. You win, Wright. Not that this was ever an official trial anyway.
2 years deceive me. Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you actually conceding?
Is it true, boss? Does this mean I'm...
I can't believe it. Nope. Phoenix, stop that. It's over. I won. I proved that both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell are innocent before we get any further information. Your Honor, I see no need to further prolong this trial.
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Have you forgotten who's in charge of this trial?
That's right. I'm the one who's supposed to say I need some...
Not you either, Your Honor. Now silence.
The little princess who was truly beloved by Medin, who repaid that love with death. All these years, hating Athena was the only thing that's kept me going.
Jesus Christ, really?
Hater of the millennium, baby.
Fucking hell.
What do I do now? Can anybody tell me? How am I supposed to go on?
If I can't hate a young woman, what do I do with my life? Miss Blackwell, I don't care what you do with your life.
How unlike you, Aura.
Sorry, that was a little too Edgeworth.
Metis was deeply passionate about her work, and she chose you as her partner. Isn't that...
Shut up, Simon. You know exactly how I felt about her. Her respect as a coworker wasn't all that I wanted.
What?
Okay, Judge.
I'm completely lost. This doesn't make any sense to me. What could you have possibly wanted from another woman?
Did you really
You want makeup tips? I don't understand.
Your Honor, are you seriously that far behind?
There's something I've wanted to say, if you will lend me an ear.
Or, I'm in Metis' crib throwing M&Ms at Athena's head full speed. Sykes. Hating an 11-year-old girl kept you going all your life? Damn, you got a sad life. Fucking hell.
I have in my possession a lead on who Metis' murderer is.
You do?
Right, Dunno. You asked me about the identity of the Phantom of 7 years past.
That's right. The Phantom. The person Blackwell has been looking for, even from behind bars.
7 years ago, somebody hatched a plan to sabotage the Hat 1 rocket. The spy. But he was no ordinary spy. We knew naught about him, his background, appearance.
Or age.
We came to refer to him as the Phantom. At the time, I was working with the police to hunt him down. And then one day, a miracle occurred, and I obtained a lead on him.
Oh, how exciting! What was the lead?
A recording of the Phantom's voice, but the quality was too poor for proper voice analysis. Yet I had hope. Or his co-worker was a scientist who could analyze human emotions.
Oh.
So I asked her to evaluate the recording using analytical psychology.
And that scientist was Dr. Sykes.
Yes, a spy's greatest fear is to have his true identity discovered.
Interesting.
In addition to Hat 1, Dr. Sykes' results and the recording were surely among his targets. But his search of the Space Center bore no fruit, so he must have started to panic.
He couldn't find them? But where could they have been? Also, yeah, you're right. There is an alt timeline where Aura was Athena's mom. There is absolutely an alt timeline in which they hooked up and like, I'm your mother now, and now it's that she's just been powered by hate.
Who's to say?
I bet he's never let that out of his sight all these years. Yeah, he's actually kept these documents on him this whole time. Holy shit.
Funny, I know he was
Did you smuggle
ultimately
them
just
into
trying to
prison?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's fine, I got the line out.
Okay. I know he was obviously just trying to protect Athena, but it is also very sad and funny to be like, oh, something must have gone wrong. I've got to go see. It must be to do with this spy. And then just see, like, the little girl there and then be like, oh, now everything is this now. Now everything is this now. Whatever bullshit was going on with some spy espionage, now everything is this little girl's killed this woman.
That legitimately, I think, like, Black Quill changed his entire life in that moment and decided, okay, I'll do it for her. I'm okay doing this.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But, yeah, actually, do you want to read the line one more time? I would get back to the momentum.
I suppose. How in the world did you smuggle them into prison? Oh, I have my ways. What's more, my partner is especially talented at that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
He's really good at document forging.
Oh, that's a good point, Taka.
Yeah.
This is the most Taka's ever felt at home.
I worked to lure the Phantom in by spreading rumors throughout the underworld. I was even granted permission to prosecute cases to attract the Phantom's attention. Just try to retrieve your identity, you bloody butcher, became my taunt.
And what about the results Dr. Sykes drew up for you? Was there any useful information?
Here, you can see for yourself.
You can even see the papers are like worn a little bit, and he has really held on to these the whole time.
But take good care of it. It's all I have left of my mentor.
I will. I better hold on to this real tight. Phantom Psych profile added to the court record. Let's take a look. Psychological profile classified. Emotional output of this voice extremely weak compared to typical voices. Subject deemed to have unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. No emotional fluctuation? Huh?
Spy who experiences no emotions, not sadness nor anger, and naturally no fear.
Interesting.
He is the very definition of a phantom, a monster with no heart. Don't you see? This creature is the rot that destroyed our lives and set what ails all of us into motion. The Phantom, indeed, a fitting name for the one who brought darkness to our world.
Well then. It seems a faint image of this man has started to take shape. Based on what we have learned, I'd like all of you to conduct further investigation. This is not a formal trial, but I do want to follow protocol. If I may, I'd like to hand down my verdicts and bring these proceedings to an end.
Whatever. Do what you want.
You'll hear no objections from me.
Yes, please, Your Honor. It's over. It's finally over.
Very well. In that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, could you please take the stand? As a result of this trial, your innocence has been proven. The verdict handed down 7 years ago
is hereby overturned.
Well,
And now, the defendant of the current trial, Miss Athena Shite.
yes, Your Honor? Mr. Wright, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Athena, you're more than welcome.
If everyone is ready, I will now give my verdict.
Who's objecting? Who could possibly object to this?
You?
Is it Apollo? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Objection.
Apollo!
What is the meaning of this?
Congratulations, Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Edgeworth. You uncovered the truth from 7 years ago, and you saved Prosecutor Blackwell. However, I can't allow this trial to end just yet.
Alright, buddy.
There's our little stick in the mud coming to take the party down.
I'm glad, though, because we haven't answered everything yet. What? Apollo, why would you do this?
I just
Oh.
had a theory.
So, we can either continue this today, which would go long, or I work tomorrow and Thursday, so we could otherwise pick it up Friday.
How much longer? Like more than an hour?
Definitely more than an hour.
If we are not feeling sure, we can do finale part 2.
I think that's
It would just
probably
have to
a
be
good
several days down the line.
I guess we'll see if everyone else is good with
Okay.
that. That would probably be best for me physically, if it's going to be more than an hour, because I can already feel I'm starting to lose my voice.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I want us to be, like, present for the finale here. I respect this game a lot. I don't want to just power through it. I want to, like, play it. So, we'll
Yeah.
save here. We will finish this Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
So, chat, you all good with that? Will we be available for Friday? If it needs to be another day, if too many people are unavailable, we'll make it another day to our schedule's availability, of course, but Friday seems to work for us. Works for Square? Awesome. I don't know if it's Fulbright. I still don't know. It might be Fulbright.
I started shifting to another theory as well. Not
Oh, yeah?
throwing away Tragic Fury, but I was starting to shift to another theory where I was like, but it also doesn't make sense in a way. That's... Because I was like, what if part of why Apollo was so emotionally invested in this is not just that his best friend was murdered, but that he suspects that his best friend, who just so happened to be so obsessed with the space station, maybe he suspected some weird shit about him? Like maybe he could be a spy? But then I'm like, but then who killed him is the thing. Even if he was the spy, because we know that someone was in on the bombings. And we know that whoever has done this not only was in that initial party of people who found the body, but also would have to have intimate knowledge of the way that the center works and the way that, like, the robots pattern works, and know about the bombing and stuff.
So, like...
That's why I thought maybe it was Terran, but then I'm like, but then who would have killed him?
And more to the
Unless
point,
it was
like...
Apollo.
Terran is 23 years old, so he would have been 15
I mean,
when
that's
that
not
happened.
Impossible. Like, if he was a plant
I suppose
to
it
begin with,
isn't.
it's not possible.
That's a good... If he was a
But-
plant from the very start. Oh, shit. Possibly. Oh,
Possibly,
shit.
but then there's every theory I can think of, every character I've thought of so far, there's some like big, but what about this, or why isn't this happening, or this yada yada. So, except of course for Bobby fucking Fulbright, it all makes sense. If it is him, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little sad. Some things need to stay pure in this world.
I hope it's not Bobby. If it is, that is the plot twist of the century. That like, bravo, well done.
Well, it's the only thing that makes sense.
There might be something we're missing here. There might be a factor this we're not considering.
Oh, for sure.
But we will find out Friday. I really thank you all so much for coming by for this. I am sorry we could not finish it today, but even if we hadn't done so many bits, we probably would have still called it here because it would have compacted all into a lot. I want to be able to really enjoy the finale. So we'll see you Friday. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. Be nice to everyone around you who deserves it. And take it easy.